unexpected changes. AI has transformed the way we manufacture goods. From supply chain management to machine maintenance, artificial intelligence enables more efficient and timely production. AI has become an indispensable partner for medical professionals. With fast and accurate data analysis, disease diagnoses become more precise, treatments more personalized, and disease risks can be better predicted. AI has revolutionized how we invest, manage risks, and conduct financial transactions. With intelligent algorithms, AI assists in making better decisions, predicting market trends, and preventing financial crimes. In the transportation industry, AI has brought us into the era of autonomous vehicles and smart logistics. With AI-powered navigation systems, vehicles can move autonomously, reducing traffic accidents and congestion, as well as improving the efficiency of cargo delivery. With the combination of innovation and artificial intelligence, the future of industries looks bright.
Excellencies, distinguished guest participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning for participants joining from Indonesia and fellow participants joining us through Zoom SKom. Welcome to the International Seminar Innovative Artificial Intelligence-Based Solution for Industry. My name is Guntur Saputra.
And I am Tristi Nichtanti, and we will be the Master of Ceremony for today. Before we get started, and let me convey a little rhyme in Bahasa in Bahasa Inggris.
Traveling by boat to Tanjung Pinang, waiting beside the dock.
We welcome you to today's international seminar in Universitas Gunadarma, Depok.
Before we proceed further, please allow us to convey our greetings to our honorable guest, the Honorable Professor Dr. S. Margianti, SKM, Director of Universitas Gunadarma, and Vice Rector of Universitas Gunadarma. The Honorable Dr. Renat Imadewiryana, the Foreign Cooperation Coordinator of Universitas Gunadarma.
And the Honorable Professor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra, SSI SKom MSc, the Dean of Faculty of Industrial Engineering, Universitas Gunadarma.
The Honorable Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniarban Sari, SKom MSc, Head of Committee and Head of Informatics Department of Universitas Gunadarma.
And to our speakers, the Honorable Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD, Kennesaw State University, Georgia, USA.
The Honorable Birgitte Novia Sari Astie, IT Solution Expert at Siemens, Germany, and also Informatics Alumni Class of 1998.
And the Honorable Dr. Ruddy Suhatril, SKom MSc, Lecturer of Informatics Department of Universitas Gunadarma.
The Honorable Affa Alfiandy, Informatics Class 2020 and Lead Google Developer Student Clubs, Gunadarma University 2023 and 2024.
And our moderator, Dr. Astie Darmayantie, ST, MSc, MMSI, and MSc.
Our international partners, Akaki Sereleli State University, Kokan University, Peter the Great St. Petersburg Polytechnic University, Russia, Punjabi University Patiala, and IIIT Bangalore, India, all participants Indonesia and international, and also UGTV viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege and great honor to have your presence today in International Seminar Innovative Artificial Intelligence's Best Solution for Industry in March 28, 2024, held in F8 Campus Auditorium Gunadarma University. Ladies and gentlemen, all participants and guests, to build enthusiasm in our love to this country, let's sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya together. The participants and guests in the auditorium, please rise and please be solemn for the national anthem of Indonesia.
Thank you for participants in auditorium. Please be seated. Excellencies, distinguished guests, participants, and ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, we would like to cordially invite Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniar Bonawosari, SKom MSc, as the head of committee as well as the head of Informatics Study Program to deliver her report for today's event. To Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniar Bonawosari, the time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. First of all, let me express my deep gratitude for the opportunity given to all of us to gather for this international webinar. It is with great pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you today as the chairperson of the organizing committee of this international webinar on innovative artificial intelligence-based solution for industry. I extend my warmest welcome of Gunadarma University Rector, Ibu Profesor Dr. E.S. Margianti, SAMM, the distinguished speaker from Kennesaw State University, Prof. Humayun Zafar, PhD, Ibu Birgitte Novia Sari, speaker from Siemens, Germany, Bapak Dr. Ruddy Suhatril, Gunadarma University lecturer, and Affa Alfiandy, Informatics student from Gunadarma University, and also our Vice Rector, Bapak Profesor Dr. Didin Mukodim, Bapak Dr. Ahmad Rafi Salim, Ketua Koordinator Kerjasama Internasional, Bapak Dr. Made Wiryana, our Dean from Industrial Technology Faculty, Bapak Profesor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra, and also Ketua Alumni Informatika Gunadarma, Mas Rizky Rinaldi. The seminar held by Department of Informatics hopefully will be a regular event, and the theme of today's webinar underscore the critical role of artificial intelligence that plays in shaping the future of industry worldwide. In this era of rapid technological advancement, AI has emerged as a transformative force, revolutionizing how we approach various aspects of industry and business. The insight and expertise shared by our speaker from abroad, particularly from Georgia, USA, and from Siemens, Germany, are invaluable contribution to our collective understanding of AI application in industry, include in financial sector. Despite the significant time zone difference between Indonesia and their respective countries, we are deeply honored by the presence of our distinguished guests from abroad who have graciously accepted our invitation despite the challenges posed by the time zone difference. Their willingness to share their knowledge and experience speaks volumes about the commitment of advancing international collaboration and knowledge exchange. As we embark on this journey of exploration and learning, let us seize this opportunity to engage in meaningful discussion, exchange ideas, and explore innovative solutions that harness the power of AI to address industry challenges and drive sustainable growth. The seminar was held in hybrid manner, offline and online via the Zoom platform and streamed via YouTube and broadcast via UGTV. The number of participants who registered to attend offline in this auditorium room was around 150 participants, and around 650 participants attended via Zooms, both from Gunadarma University, academic community, as well as from several university academic communities from abroad. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our rector, speakers, and all participants for their unwavering support and active participation in making this webinar a reality. Without further ado, let us commence with today's proceedings, fulfilled by a spirit of curiosity, collaboration, and determination to unlock the transformative potential of AI in industry. Let us start the event with full enthusiasm and determination of achieve beneficial result for all parties involved. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniar Bonosari for delivering her report today's event.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, now we would like to cordially invite Professor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra SSI SKom, MSc, as the Dean of the Faculty of Industrial Technology, Gunadarma University, to deliver his speech. Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang terhormat Ibu Rektor UTAS Gunadarma, Ibu Profesor Dr. S. Margianti, yang kami hormati juga sini ada Bapak Wakil Rektor, Bapak Dr. Raffi dan Prof Didin. Juga di sini ada Ibu Lintang, ya, Profesor Dr. Lintang sebagai Ketua Program Studi Informatika. Dan juga ada Bapak Dr. Made, Collaboration, and also the honorable of our speakers today, yeah, especially here is Mr. Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD. Yeah. Here is from Kennesaw State University, Georgia, USA, and also Birgitte Novia Sari, from as IT solution expert at Siemens, Germany, also has the alumni from Informatics, Gunadarma University. And here also will be speaker is Dr. Ruddy J. Suhatril as a lecturer, and Affa Alfiandy, yeah, he's a student of Informatics for years 2020. And also he's as a lead Google Developer Student Clubs, Gunadarma University. As we know that artificial intelligence technology, yeah, has been growing and developed massively, yeah, especially in industrial revolution, yeah, 4.0 today. Therefore, I think the competence of the student also should be relevant to the AI technology. Gunadarma University has also delivered the AI technology as here we have insert in the curriculum. Yeah, we have special topics, yeah, even both for computer-based, yeah, study program, yeah, but also for the non-computer-based study program. We know that the artificial intelligence is very important nowadays. Yeah, therefore we should develop, yeah, such research also. Yeah, here in industrial technology, yeah, have developing some robotics era, yeah, as we shown in the previous video. We use the unmanned for the guidance of a doctor. We also develop some robot for delivery. Yeah, the last version is delivery something the herbal medicine, yeah, for the maybe patient, and also for the people who need such herbal system. That's mean Universitas Gunadarma here is know that AI cannot be live from our daily situation, yeah, both in industrial also and also in household. Yeah. And the use of artificial and intelligence also should be based for the security system. Yeah, that's mean if we thought that AI is a machine, if we program such a machine without any security control, I think it will be very dangerous. Yeah, yeah. For example, unmanned cars. Yeah, if they can learn by themselves, but without any control, that can be very, I think, very dangerous, yeah, for us. Therefore, this innovative in AI-based technology seminar, I think is very important to make what is exactly the process of such development. Yeah. This seminar also maybe can be as a trigger for the collaboration between industry and education. Yeah. The education need industry to explain how exactly the AI technology can be implemented in industrial, and the education will be also learn from that. Yeah. Therefore, I think such innovation should be growing also, yeah, and the student also should be know the basis of how to create the innovative products, yeah, especially NI, to be can be used for the public. Yeah, that's mean we think not only the theoretical, we think also about the implementation. Okay, hopefully this seminar, yeah, can be delivered as we hope or as we expect. And thank you very much for the committee. Thank you very much for Ibu Rektor that have provided. Thank you very much also for the speakers and audience. Yeah, we hope we can learn something special from this seminar. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Professor Dr. Adang Suhendra for the speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we would like cordially invite Professor Dr. S. Margianti, SKM, Director of Universitas Gunadarma, to deliver her opening speech and also to open this international seminar. To Professor Dr. S. Margianti, SKM, time is yours.
Saya hormati segenap jajaran keluarga besar Universitas Gunadarma. Di sini ada Warek, Dekan, Kaprodi, dan tentu saja Bapak-Bapak Ibu sekalian, dan juga para pemirsa UGTV ataupun yang dengan Zoom. Dan tentu saja izin untuk menyapa tamu-tamu ataupun rekan dari luar negeri. Distinguished His Excellency Professor Humayun Zafar from Kennesaw State University, Georgia, and then also Birgitte Novia. I heard that she was the alumni of Gunadarma, the IT solution expert, and then also Mr. Dr. Ruddy Suhatril. I'm very happy to meet you here, not as a singer. I used to meet him. He was very good in the music. And then this is Suhatril, and then all the students of Informatics 2020, Affa, I think the name was Affa, lead Google Developer Student Club UG 2023-24, and then also this Alpha Alfiandy, and also allow me to say greeting to our colleagues. Assalamualaikum, my friend from Kokan University and also Bukhara University. Very nice to have you with us at present. And then of course, Ibu Nelly, I'm very sorry that I'm not able, until now, not be able to come to St. Petersburg, but I think Mr. Made already make promise to go there once, yeah, we will arrange about it. So Ibu Nelly and other, and also of course director of Peter the Great's St. Petersburg Polytechnic University, Russia, and then also, yeah, this one from Akaki Teli State University, and also Punjabi University from Patiala IEEE Bangalore, India, and also everybody that can join this occasion. Very good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Bapak, Ibu, dan saudara-saudara sekalian, pertama-tama tentunya marilah kita tidak henti-hentinya mengucapkan puji syukur kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, yang atas perkenannya kita dapat melakukan kegiatan ini untuk lebih menggali kembali, dan juga dengan bantuan para kolegial rekan-rekan dari luar negeri, bagaimana inovatif artificial intelligence atau AI itu menjadi solusi untuk industri. Tadi Bapak Dekan dan Ibu Kepala Ketua Program Studi sudah menyampaikan apa harapan, apa tujuan, dan apa yang ingin dilakukan. Tentu saja dalam hal ini saya sebagai Rektor Gunadarma yang menyadari sepenuhnya bahwa AI adalah menjadi way of life dari kita semua. Jangan-jangan kita tidak akan bangun kalau nggak ada AI pula. Nah, ini memang mau tidak mau kita harus mengarah ke sana. Dan ini juga menjadi tanggung jawab kita semua untuk bagaimana kita mendalami, mengembangkan semaksimum mungkin, dan juga mendiseminasikan. Karena kan kita tahu banyak sekali situasi yang ada di Indonesia yang belum begitu masih illiterate dengan AI. Nah, ini juga merupakan bagian tanggung jawab kita sekaligus ibadah, dan juga sejalan dengan apa istilahnya itu, jargon semboyan Gunadarma, yaitu Gunadarma untuk Indonesia. Saya senang sekali di sini ada beberapa alumni dari apa istilah asosiasi atau ikatan. Alhamdulillah ada benang merah yang selalu dijaga. Terima kasih untuk itu, dan tentu saja juga harapan untuk ikut menjaga, ikut mengembangkan yang sudah kita kembangkan saat ini. Jadi di sini inilah Gunadarma saat ini sudah 52 program studi, udah unggul. Kemudian tadi saya tanya, dulu belum ada gedung ini, sekarang gedungnya sudah 79 gedung dengan 14 kampus A sampai N. N-nya ini ada di Penajam Pasir Utara, and then Penajam Pasir Utara, dan mungkin sebentar lagi kita akan membuka lagi groundbreaking yang di IKN. Jadi alhamdulillah ini tentu saja berkat keperhatian, kerjasama, dan doa kita semua. Nah, kepada para alumni ini, dulu kan kita semboyannya adalah apa? Masa depan diraih saat ini, betul ya? Masih ingat saya yang awal. Itu tetap menjadi pegangan kita semua. Kemudian kita berkembang lagi menjadi coloring the global future. Nah, itu juga masih kita tetap berupaya agar masa depan kita raih saat ini, coloring the global future, tapi lebih lagi adalah sekarang Gunadarma untuk Indonesia. Nah, untuk itu Bapak Ibu sekalian, saudara-saudara atau siapapun, marilah kita berbuat sebaik mungkin untuk diri kita, untuk keluarga kita, untuk Indonesia, agar kita bisa lebih maju lagi, dan terutama karena kita sedikit lebih tahu yang AI, kita kembangkan bersama dengan pihak-pihak yang lebih tahu, sehingga kita bisa melakukan percepatan. Jadi terima kasih atas kesempatan ini. Nanti saya membukanya pakai touchscreen atau langsung dibuka di sini. Oke, di sini. Oh baik. Soalnya suka ganti-ganti caranya. Jadi itu ajakan, dorongan, dan dukungan untuk kita berkembang bersama. Baik, izinkan saya untuk menyapa para koleg yang dari luar negeri, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen from abroad. On behalf of Gunadarma University big family, I like to express my appreciation, highly appreciate, also gratitude that you all be able to join this program. I know that the time difference was very far, and I'm very happy that Professor Lintang, our pretty young professor, just fresh from the open, the professorship, start thinking about the possibility to maybe to shift the time from Jakarta, or maybe we can start it later due to the situation. But this time, make you wake up in the midnight, also in the early morning. Thank you very much, and yeah. I hope Allah will give you special attention for this all. And then let me tell you a little bit about Gunadarma. Gunadarma was established on the 7th of August 1981, and now we are already 42 years old. We have 52 study program, and we did doctoral program, master, bachelor as well, some short course or vocational. And now we have around 42,000 students and 2,000 full-time academic faculty. We are very happy to have you together with us, and then also we are looking forward meeting you if this time we are doing with IT, but maybe next time we can meet each other face to face, and we are looking forward to have you here in Jakarta or also in your place. So thank you very much once again, and also let us follow the encouragement from our dean and our head of study program to develop, to enhance, to what everything we can do with the AI in the purpose or in the sake of the humanity of all. Thank you very much, and hope you always in very happy situation and also a good health. Thank you very much. Dan Bapak Ibu sekalian, dengan izin Bapak Ibu sekalian, dengan mengucap Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, seminar internasional Innovative Artificial Intelligence AI based solution for industry officially I open. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. S. Margianti, SKM, for the warming opening speech for International Today's event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to our main agenda of today's international seminar. But before we start, let me invite our Honorable Rector, Professor Dr. A.S. Margianti, together with Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniar Banowosari and Professor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra, and official delegations from Universitas Gunadarma, and also to our speakers to come in front of the stage to take a prestigious documentation. And also we invite the Vice Rector 1, Dr. Rafi Ahmad Salim, and Vice Rector 4, Professor Dr. Didin Mukodim, to come in front of the stage to the documentation, and we also invite to join and open the camera to the international speakers and participants at the cloud meeting to show them on the big screen. Thank you. So that together we can immortalize this moment by taking photos together. Okay, we would like to invite Dr. Imada Wiriana and the head of IKAGATI. Could you please? Okay, thank you. Okay, we will help you come down to take a photo together. And okay. Okay, please, the center.
Okay, thank you. We will have. Okay, we count down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, please give a round of applause. Could you please? Boleh tepuk tangannya? Oke, thank you. Oke, sekali lagi. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, rectors, and of course, vice rector, and would you please be seated. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our rector, official delegations, and speakers, excellencies, distinguished guests, official delegations, and our beloved students. We have come to the end of the opening ceremony of our and the start of our international seminar, Innovative Artificial Intelligence AI based solutions for industry.
But before that, let us enjoy the song Gunadarma untuk Indonesia by Academy Band.
Di kampus ini aku bahagia, berbagi cerita penuh makna, bersama dalam menuntut ilmu. Di Gunadarma kita telah bertemu. Jadilah diriku mahasiswamu, ku berikan yang terbaik untukmu. Gapai mimpi dan baktikan dharmaku, Gunadarma untuk Indonesia. Satu dalam masa warnai dunia, raihlah semua angan dan cita-cita, berjalan bersama dalam satu cinta. Gunadarma untuk Indonesia selamanya. Cintamu di setiap waktu kan ku ingat sepanjang hidupku. Gapai mimpi dan baktikan dharmaku, Gunadarma untuk Indonesia. Satu dalam masa warnai dunia, raihlah semua angan dan cita-cita, berjalan bersama dalam satu cinta. Gunadarma untuk Indonesia. Satu dalam asa warnai dunia, raihlah semua angan dan cita-cita, berjalan bersama dalam satu cinta. Gunadarma untuk Indonesia selamanya. yang seindah ini, nuansa katulistiwa di negeri yang sejahtera. Ibu kota kita, ibu kota Nusantara, pintu gerbang Indonesia, kota dunia untuk semua. Berbagai suku dan agama, budaya dan bahasa, tapi tetap bersatu, bersama menyapa dunia dari Nusantara Jaya. Identitas nasional, kota yang selaras dengan alam, penggerak ekonomi masa depan, kota dunia untuk semua. Berbagai suku dan agama, budaya dan bahasa, tapi tetap bersatu, bersama menyapa dunia dari Nusantara Jaya.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us. Now let us start the main event of this event for today. That's the International Seminar, Innovative Artificial Intelligence AI-based Solution for Industry.
This event will be moderated by our lovely moderator, Dr. Astie Darmayantie, ST, MMSI, MSc. Before we proceed further, let us give you a brief intro of her portfolio video profile of Dr. Astie Darmayantie, ST, MMSI, MSc. Now, without any further ado, to Dr. Astie Darmayantie, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. MCs. Very good morning for participants joining from Indonesia, and very good evening, and also good afternoon for our speakers joining from abroad. And welcome to the hybrid seminar sessions. And in these sessions, we will have 4 wonderful speakers that will share their knowledge and expertise within the topic of innovative AI-based solutions for industry. And we would like to thank Professor Humayun Zafar. Welcome to Universitas Gunadarma. He have come along virtually from the US, and Mrs. Birgitte Novia Sari, who have come along from Germany. Welcome to Universitas Gunadarma. And we also have 2 wonderful speakers joining us today in this auditorium later on. And before we dive into the sessions, let us take a look of the profile for our speakers today. Now, please give a round of applause for our 4 wonderful speakers joining us today. And the first speakers that will deliver their material is Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD, CEH, CISM, CRI, SCO. Wonderful long certification he had. He is the Assistant Department Chair at Kennesaw State University, Georgia, USA. Also a professor in Information Security and Assurance. Hello, a very good evening, Professor Humayun. Can you hear me clear? Can you hear me fine?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, thank you. It's a wonderful pleasure to have you here with us virtually from USA. And you can present your material, and your time is 18 minutes. And the screen is yours.
Perfect. I'm just sharing my screen. Just want to know if you guys can see it okay?
Yes, we can see it okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening from Georgia. It is 10:30 at night. Good morning, of course, to everyone, and morning in Germany as well. So thank you for that very kind introduction, by the way. The focus of what I get to talk about is financial technologies. For the last couple of years, I've been working along with my colleagues here on our fintech program, and it's hyper-focused on payment security. And of course, with the advent of AI, I thought it'd be kind of neat to actually combine the two to see, where we're headed. And hopefully, based on who the audience is, we kind of get to delve into this fascinating world of digital transactions, right? We stand at that intersection of convenience and risk, as that intro video actually showed. The digital payment landscape, it's really expanded dramatically. Exponentially almost. It's become an integral part of our daily lives, from Venmos to Zelles. You want to buy coffee to managing transactions worth millions. Digital payments have truly revolutionized and how we think about money, transactions, or even the concept of value itself. So when we think about this convenience, it comes at a cost. There's a challenge, right? Ensuring the security of these transactions. And our threats are ever evolving. So your traditional security measures, while foundational, are increasingly inadequate against sophisticated cyber threats that evolve faster than they can be countered. So that's where I think AI comes in, right? It isn't just about what we see in the movie. It's not just about the robots or futuristic technology. It's about smart, adaptive systems that basically learn from patterns to protect our assets. So today, we hopefully kind of get a chance to explore how AI is it's not just an option, but a necessity in fortifying, securing transactions against frauds and threats. So I'll kind of cover the role AI plays in this presentation in enhancing payment security, from detecting, let's say, fraudulent activity in real time to maybe even predicting and preventing future threats before they occur. So again, it's just this fascinating era. So let's get to it. So I know I've got around 20 minutes, so I'm just keeping tabs on time. So it wouldn't take this long. AI is such a term, it seems to capture our imagination, right? We're talking about machines' ability to perform tasks that typically would require human intelligence, like recognizing speech, or making decisions, or translating languages. In fact, I was using one of those tools right now, because I couldn't quite understand what was being said, and then identifying patterns. So if you kind of look at, I'd say, the last 10 years or so, AI has basically transitioned from that futuristic concept to a practical tool that permeates every aspect of our lives. So its impact is profound, and it's really widespread. It's not just about ChatGPT or generative AI. It's not about, Google Gemini. It's revolutionizing our industries in ways we could only imagine literally just a few years ago. One of the aspects of your introductory video talked about the role AI plays in healthcare, right? And obviously in healthcare, your AI algorithms do assist. They assist doctors in diagnosing diseases with greater accuracy and personalizing treatment plans for patients. That's actually happening right now, and it leads to better patient health outcomes. Look at we have our colleague from Germany. So you look at the BMWs, right? The automotive industry is revolutionizing what's happening with autonomous vehicles, where AI systems process data from sensors in real time. So that brings me to the finance sector, which has seen this transformation in algorithmic trading, where your AI systems are analyzing market data to executing trades at optimal times, right? And in fraud detection, where the AI pattern recognition abilities are basically used to prevent fraudulent transactions. So there's a lot happening. So customer service, for that matter, which has been enhanced with AI-powered chatbots. We have companies in the United States that actually don't have people when you're chatting with the HR, the human resource department. They are AI-powered chatbots. So that allows for that personalized experience and allows for companies to interact with customers 24/7. So again, it's not just, when you look at AI, it's not just about automating. It's not about just analyzing, but its real benefit, in my opinion, is to learn, its ability to learn, its ability to adapt, its ability to improve over time as well. So that capability is what makes AI such a critical tool. So hopefully, that gives you a nice broad-based overview of where we stand. Now, when we start getting into, because these are such separate topics, you just go back a few years, we talked about security in a very different way in payments. It was its own entity, and then AI is its own, and now we're looking at the integration. So just, I don't know, but if, for reference, I just wanted to kind of briefly mention what payment security is all about. Just think of these as a bunch of measures, technologies that are employed to protect our transactions, right, from fraud and unauthorized access. Maybe some of you here, have had or have experienced fraudulent transactions. So as that digital economy grows, the security of those payments in the digital realm, online and so forth, becomes increasingly critical for both businesses and consumers. So it's what really helps us guard. It's like a shield that helps us guard against, financial data and transaction integrity, against the various threats that we have. So why is it important? The answer basically is in the trust and reliability it builds. So in a landscape where your transactions are not bound by physical interactions, right? We don't have to go to a place and give cash or even swipe a credit card or a debit card. Security then becomes the cornerstone of that confidence. If you don't have confidence in a financial system, the financial system actually collapses. So we have to ensure that whatever we do allows for whatever money is moved safely, and that whatever data is being transmitted is private, and our financial activities themselves are protected from, let's say, the eyes of a cyber criminal. So the threats to digital payments are both varied, they're sophisticated. So fraudulent transactions basically kind of look at that illegal transfer of money, right? Be it someone stealing your credentials to ID theft, which involves, criminals assuming someone else's identity. Then we, of course, have the most common forms of attacks, which are phishing attacks, where there is that art of deception into providing some sensitive information. And so, yes, we have malware. Yes, we have ransomware that infects systems to steal data as well. But what we do see with all of these is the fact that our breaches are exposing vast amounts of personal and financial information. And that's what undermines the security of countless individuals and organizations as a whole. So we have a lot of work out there in front of us. And there have been historical challenges, right? We kind of have to think about the evolution of payment methods, right? You go back to the old days, so to speak, from cash transactions to checks, and then to that adoption, the widespread adoption of credit and debit cards. Each step forward, in convenience, brings in a new set of vulnerabilities. So that digital era, ushered in those online transactions, expanded the opportunities for commerce, sure, lots of opportunities, but it also really, also kind of caused issues in regard to increase in fraud, which happens to be the number one issue, at least what we see in the United States. And, we've had some early security measures put in, right? The personal identification numbers, right? Where you're trying to authenticate. Of course, later on, we got into two-factor authentication, adding that extra layer of security. Again, effective to a point, but even those measures have limitations. So one significant challenge that, we continuously struggle are people, human error, right? Simple mistakes, lapses in judgment by consumers and employees leads to these security breaches. So when you look at some of the static security features that we deploy, once cutting edge, they're now easily bypassed by a fraudster, even down to like a firewall, for example, at the perimeter. So because they're rapidly going across, bypassing the traditional security measures, and they're unable to adapt. So the sophistication of the attacks obviously has gone up. Phishing malware, advanced persistent threats, just a few examples of how attackers can exploit weaknesses in payment systems. So again, just wanted to talk to you, just kind of mention the historical context, because I think it kind of sets the stage for what AI and payment security really is there for, what the benefits are going to be, the limitations of traditional measures against the sophistication of the attacks that we're seeing right now, and how that all kind of protects our systems in general. So, and again, even when you look at our payment security landscape, it's actually become very complex, and it's through a combination of regulations and so forth, sure. But again, that traditional issue with security measures becomes an issue. So the advent of AI in payment security marks a revolutionary shift in some ways in how threats can be identified and analyzed and mitigated. So AI basically entered the domain of payment security as more of an innovative solution a few years ago that was capable of addressing some of the dynamic and sophisticated nature of the modern day threats. So what it really did was it ended up leveraging our very almost buzzwords to some extent, technologies like machine learning and deep learning. So AI systems have that capacity to analyze those vast data sets, and they're able to identify the patterns, predict the fraudulent activities. They're able to detect the anomalies. I have some pictures coming up in a bit. That would be things that a human analyst just can't figure out. Even when we talk about natural language processing, it's another critical AI technology, right? It enables the analyses of unstructured data, be it a customer inquiry about something or a transaction narrative, because it allows for us to identify potential fraud and phishing attempts. So anomaly detection algorithms play a pivotal role in identifying deviations from those normal transaction patterns, and that may signal a threat that may require immediate attention. So the advantages of AI over your traditional security methods, they're profound, right? AI's ability to provide that real-time threat detection and response, it's really a game changer. So going back to my comment about static, unlike static, your rule-based systems, the AI-powered security systems, they learn and they adapt. They evolve continuously because they're exposed to new data and then new emerging threats. So this adaptive learning capability ensures that the payment security measures that are put in place continue to remain effective over time, even as our threat actors develop new tactics. So, and even when we get into AI, it has the ability, at least in the financial sector, to also enhance accuracy in fraud detection as well. Because the one other issue we've had in this has been false positives. So it does help us reduce false positives that can, generally, if you're a customer, you're always going to be frustrated with a false positive because it's, you might, it may lead to an unnecessary transaction decline, which is a little embarrassing sometimes. So this accuracy, again, not only improves the efficiency of fraud detection, but again, enhances the overall consumer experience, who may not, and the customers may not even know what's actually happening behind the scenes. So, when we get into the various aspects, right, of payment security, obviously it's a dynamic field. And AI technologies are not just theoretical concepts, right? They're powerful tools that are actively shaping our landscape right now. And so when you kind of look at some of the examples right here of AI tech in action, you can kind of see, again, what kind of a role it plays in safeguarding. So, I mean, if you look at the one on the left, where you're really talking about machine learning in fraud detection. Now, imagine a system that learns from every transaction, right? Identifying patterns and behaviors that are associated with fraud. That kind of a system can scrutinize millions and millions and millions of transactions, and it can pinpoint anomalies with astonishing accuracy. something which, again, a human analyst can't do. So a practical application we see today really involves analyzing historical transaction data to identify fraud markers in real time and drastically reducing the incidence of fraud transactions. Then we've got NLP, so natural language processing, which again is really helping us in many ways, enhance our security alerts. So if you kind of look at the natural language processing algorithm, it can scan customer emails and messages and even their X or LinkedIn profiles, right? So even their social media posts for signs of phishing attempts. So such as requests for, let's say, sensitive information under a false pretense. So by analyzing the language and patterns within communications, these systems alert both the financial institution and the customers to potential security threats. And again, it's more of a proactive defense measure that's being enhanced. Anomaly detection, again, you're looking at those algorithms are really at the forefront of identifying unusual transaction behavior. So when you establish a baseline of a user's typical transaction pattern, a system like this one can flag activities that deviate from that norm. Maybe an unexpected large purchase, maybe an airline ticket to Indonesia, very expensive from the US, or transactions in unfamiliar locations. So this capability is crucial for early detection of unauthorized access to accounts or cards. And last but not least, predictive analytics. And this one really is important because, well, they're all important, but in risk management, predictive analytics represents almost a quantum leap forward. Because when you're able to assess the risk of transactions in real time based on historical data and evolving fraud patterns, predictive analytics can enable financial institutions to preemptively block transactions that may carry high risk of fraud. So that actually prevents losses even before they occur. So, again, when you kind of put these in, together and you look at it as a collective, you realize that, yes, AI does have a transformative power when it comes to enhancing our digital payment landscape. But we obviously have to evolve. So it's not just about fast and convenience, but we also have to focus on security as well. And so when we get into risk management, for that matter, in the context of payments, you're looking at identifying and assessing, prioritizing risks, followed by, of course, a coordinated and an economical application of resources, because everything is finite. Yes, security is a major issue, but our resources are always going to be finite as well. So we actually have to be smarter about it. So in simple terms, it's really about foreseeing what can go wrong and then planning the measures to prevent financial losses and breaches. So in this area, I think AI has emerged as a cornerstone technology. So through the use of, let's say, what we just talked about, predictive analytics, AI systems can sift through vast amounts of transaction data. It's able to identify patterns that may indicate potential fraud. So this isn't just about looking at past incidents, but predicting future attempts. And so, again, the idea is to stop a threat actor before they're able to execute their plan. And so behavioral analysis, takes this a step further, right? Because now you're looking at understanding the typical habits and patterns of a user. Is there that deviation from that normal behavior that we can flag for further investigation? For example, again, if a user makes that small local transaction, suddenly initiates a high-value transaction in a foreign country, again, the system has to flag this as fraud. So the real power of AI in risk management, again, it really lies in its ability to make real-time decisions, right? And maybe if you kind of get into risk scoring, AI uses dynamic risk scoring, where it's able to evaluate the risk level of each transaction as it's happening. And so it makes those split-second decisions to approve, to decline, or flag a particular transaction. So that rapid decision-making process is, again, very critical in a fast-paced world where, the reason we like digital payments is because they're fast and they're convenient. We don't want to wait 2 days for a transaction to go through. That's what we used to have with checkbook 15, 20 years ago. And if you kind of, even as an institution, so there's an institution here, a bank here, that I got a chance to talk to about this. it implemented an AI-driven risk management system. And that system was actually trained on historical transaction data, including known fraud attempts and legitimate transactions. And so once deployed, it actually began to monitor transactions in real time. It was able to quickly identify, stop several attempted frauds that traditional systems would have missed. So that not only prevented financial loss for that bank, but it also kind of helped them continue to have that customer trust that was built in. Because again, users feel secure knowing their transactions are being protected by cutting edge technology. They may not actually know what that technology is, by the way. So AI's influence, again, goes far beyond the realms of digital security within the payment ecosystem. It significantly enhances the customer experience. It lays the groundwork, again, for deeper trust and loyalty. And so its capabilities, again, will help us enhance not just security and transaction. So these I've already somewhat talked about in terms of benefits, so we can move on. In terms of challenges, right, we know what the benefits are, but there's a spectrum of challenges and considerations that must be navigated carefully. And so understanding them is crucial, right? So we have the technical challenge, right? The quality. We have to ensure data quality and availability. AI systems require vast amounts of data, but this data needs to be of high quality. Ethical considerations come into play as well, right? Privacy concerns are at the forefront as AI systems handle sensitive financial data. And it needs to do so in a way that respects user confidentiality and then complies with data protection regulations. What happens when you're working with folks in the EU? You have to think about GDPR. There's also this issue of bias, fairness in the AI algorithms as well, right? We don't want the AI algorithm to inadvertently discriminate against a certain group of people. That is an actual challenge. So we have to think about this. Transparency and accountability are essential. We have some operational considerations, be it the cost of implementation and maintenance, which can be significant, especially if we're talking about small to medium-sized companies or banks in this particular case. Really, again, the point here is that, we have to even think about regulatory compliance and then adherence to standards. Each one of these poses additional hurdles. They're not insurmountable. They're just tedious, as these can vary significantly across jurisdictions, and they do, again, evolve over time as well. So, as far as what we're seeing in future trends, we kind of look forward. Again, lots of innovations and challenges are in front of us. And so hopefully, they not only promise to redefine our approach to securing digital transaction, but maybe also enhance the overall experience. And so I think we're going to see some, a growth in advanced predictive analytics. I think that's at the forefront of this evolution. Imagine an AI system that can not only detect fraud tactics, but also predict new ones before they gain traction. So that preemptive approach. I think personalization through AI is another exciting trend. I think blockchain technology is here as well. When you integrate that with AI, lots of opportunities there for securing digital transaction. And so quantum computing presents a paradigm shift there as well, potentially. And lastly, that trend toward ethical AI and the regulation kind of highlights the industry's commitment to responsible innovation. And you always have this conversation about ethics and philosophy when we start talking about artificial superintelligence and so forth. So, but AI tech is more integral to payment security than ever before. So we have to have some established global standards for its ethical use. And maybe we start with privacy, reducing bias, maybe enhancing accountability. Again, all very important things. So almost at the end. But, again, we're going to see significant advancements in AI and payment security. So what do we need to do, right? We have to embrace continuous learning, innovation. That is going to be crucial. We have to invest in cutting-edge technologies. It's another vital step, right? Advanced AI solutions offer the potential to significantly enhance security measures. So it makes it essential for a business to prioritize their adoption and development. We have to foster collaborative ecosystems that can amplify our efforts in securing digital payments. So we need partnerships, right? Between businesses, academia, governments. We need to be able to share knowledge, resources, best practices. We have to prioritize ethical AI use and compliance. That is paramount. And really, finally, cultivating agility in security strategies is critical as well. The ability to adapt swiftly to new threats and technological changes can make the difference between staying secure and then falling victim to an attack. So really, the point here I'm trying to make is that we have to reflect on the critical insights, that we glean from our exploration, right? We've seen the transformative impact of AI in fortifying the transactions, its potential to revolutionize everything. But that path to harnessing AI's full potential is not going to be without its challenges, be it the technical complexity to the ethics and the need for continuous innovation. So again, I think we have a promising horizon in the future, lots of opportunities for advancements. But we just have to embrace this wave of innovation, not be too afraid of it. Embrace it with open arms. We have to invest in knowledge and skills. We need to navigate these challenges and changes, foster that collaboration across sectors, and commit to the ethical practices. So I think the vision of the future is clear, right? A digital payment ecosystem that is not only robustly secure, but it's also efficient and trustworthy. It's powered by intelligent application of AI. So as a whole, I think, that is something we can definitely work on in the future. So I really do think it's not just coming, but the fintech and AI revolution is already here. So with that, I do thank you for your time as well. So hopefully I was on time.
Hello. Okay, sorry, there is a technical problem. Yeah, you are perfect on time. Thank you, Professor Humayun. There is a very interesting topics, and we will go into your topics later on, but then we will proceed to the second speakers first, if that okay. So our next speakers, so from the first speaker, we learned that we know that currently we have the digital transformation in every sectors, as well as in financial sectors, and with the digital transactions and also payment comes with the convenience that we had, but it also comes with the security risks that comes along with the convenience that we had through the digital systems. And by using the AI, we can have the more adaptability, and also we have a system that can evolve through times with the dynamic evolution that we had today. And for the second speakers, is Mrs. Birgitte Novia Sari. She is the IT expert at Siemens, Germany, which also an alumni of the study program for Informatics of the year of 1998. Please give a round of applause for her. And welcome back to the university, Mrs. Birgitte. Guten Tag.
Thank you very much. Guten Tag, hello.
And okay, you may proceed with your material. Your time is approximately 20 minutes.
Thank you very much. Maybe a request from my side, maybe you can remind me of the time if the 5 minutes before the limit time is over, right?
Sure.
So thank you very much for having me. So I'm now trying to, okay, I hope you see the correct screen that I share.
Yes, we can see it clearly.
Perfect. So, okay. Couple of days ago, Ibu Professor Dr. Lintang contacted me and said to me, Birgitte, or Fifi is my nickname though. So Fifi, could you please be a speaker to the international seminar of Universitas Gunadarma? And then I said, oh, okay, what is the topic? It's about AI. Okay, everywhere AI, right? So and then the first topic was the financial sector. Okay, so I'm not in the financial sector. I work at Siemens. Siemens is an industrial technology company, and actually in the last couple of days ago or last week, my boss, my CEO, Roland Busch, explained about industrial metaverse in the CES event. This is the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And this is the biggest show about the technology event worldwide, right? So, and this is currently happening, the industrial metaverse. So we are going there, and I think it's very interesting to share this awareness with you. Okay, let's go to the first slide. Okay, before I explain, go to the deep dive about industrial metaverse, let me introduce myself. My name is Birgitte Novia Sari, as you maybe already know from the brochure and everywhere. So, I'm alumni of Universitas Gunadarma. I studied Teknik Informatika, and after I studied in at the University of Gunadarma, I went to Germany and then continued my study in Fachhochschule Nürnberg, and there my subject was Wirtschaftsinformatik. It is a business computer science, so to say. And afterward, I worked as a software developer and IT project manager for over, actually, when I counted it, it's more than 13 years at various companies in Germany. So I never worked in Indonesia before. So I always work in Germany. And since January 23, I started at Siemens Digital Industry as an IT solution expert. And since January 24, I got promoted and I'm now as a service owner for a project that I developed before. Okay, and then I am also a member of IKAGATI. This is Ikatan Alumni Teknik Informatika Gunadarma. I can recommend you to join if you are at Alumni Teknik Informatika Gunadarma. So we kind of share our knowledge there. We kind of share our fun stuff also there. And some of our private stuff, I'm still warga negara Indonesia, Indonesian citizenship, and I'm a mother of 2 boys. I love traveling, and I'm love to go to restaurants and eat there and taste some foods. And my LinkedIn is Birgitte Novia Sari if you want to contact me or add me. So when I think about industrial metaverse, what is the best place to explain this? It is Hannover Fair. I was there in April 23. It is a largest industrial fair worldwide. So it is very, very huge. I didn't know before. When I went there, it is like, oh my God, it's really, really huge, right? So if you can compare with in Indonesia with the Jakarta Fair, Hannover Fair is like 131 hectares and Jakarta Fair is 44 hectares. So it's like 3 times larger than Jakarta Fair. And the special occasion at this April 23 Hannover Fair, Indonesia was a country partner. So it was exciting for me that to go there, and our President Joko Widodo was also there in this Hannover Fair 23. So there you can see all the innovations in industrial and in terms of industrial technology, all the robots, all the technology companies coming there in one place, and you can see the advance of the technology. Everything were AI. And this is my pictures with a robot, a humanoid robot, which is very, very nice. It helps old people to be, so this is actually the problem of industrial country currently, that a lot of old people living alone. And then this robot was invented to be a friend of this of old people who is alone, right? It's kind of sad also, but it's nice if to help elder people who live alone, right? So, and then of course there's a tech company like AWS, Microsoft, Google, and so on. And this is my picture in Indonesia hall, where Indonesia there introduced our new capital city, Nusantara. Very, very interesting. If you have time, please go there, and then or time or budget, you can go there and see really a lot of new technology coming in. And then beyond or among all of robots and automation and I don't know, tech company, there were a tower, like a server rack full of plants. So this is very, very amazing because I love farming. Actually, before I studied Teknik Informatika, my passion was actually I want to be a farmer. So actually I want to be a farmer. I want to study at IPB Bogor, But then, yeah, my parents said, no, you don't want to be a farmer. You want to be either doctor, you studied economy, or you study informatics, business, computer science. And I said, okay, no problem. I take informatics because I kind of like of also to I don't know, to build some a tower desktop and everything. So this was also already my hobby. So it was a correct decision. So yeah, what is it? This is this technology is of course using AI. It what should I say? It optimized the plant growth with the help of AI. So there were a lot of small monitors, small sensors, which is monitored all the time which plants needs to get, for example, more water, more soil, and so on. And this technology makes saving about like 95% of water, and of course to give you like 100% harvest successfully, right? So this is a very, very good technology because currently we have a climate change, right? And it can be a solve for it. So I was very amazing when I saw this. You have like the marketing or the engineer. This is actually from 80 acres farms together, work together with Siemens to develop this vertical farming. And these companies already exist, so you can buy the salads from them. This is located, by the way, in Ohio. So you can, if you go to Ohio, maybe Professor Humayun, you can buy this salads and taste it. It's fully organic, without pesticides, and using artificial intelligence to build it, to plant these salads, right? So what is actually they are using is the technology of digital twins. What I'm going to show you in the next slides. So, and actually this is it, right? Digital twins, industrial metaverse, combining the real world with the virtual world. So the industrial metaverse is a world that is always on, always operating. Here we meet the real machines, factories, buildings in cities and networks, and all the transport systems are mirrored in the virtual world. So there's a virtual replicas. It's not only simulations, because after you simulate, also before the product is finished, you simulate that, and then afterwards it's also simulation. So really real time, like the Professor Humayun previous said, it's real time monitoring, real time simulate, real time predictive analytics, and the remote teams collaborate. So I'm thinking, if the fabric, for example, or the factory, for example, in China has a problem, and then in the middle of the night. So, but the engineer in Germany is already wake up, and still daylight there, and then they can repair the factory in China without waking up the people there, right, to fix this problem. So this is really great. So the company who's winning this is NVIDIA. I still remember when I was there, and then they like simulate, showing their simulations really in the perfect graphical view. So like you are playing currently Sims or something like that. So I remember when I first bought NVIDIA graphic cards, it was like 4 MB or 16 MB back then in 98. Now they can process like, I don't know, GPU or something. This is really, really big. So for this kind of AI. Okay, and then I go to Microsoft. So I didn't know previously that Microsoft, so back then in 23, that Microsoft collaborate and invest in OpenAI. So maybe you know OpenAI is the company who invented ChatGPT. So this is the company behind ChatGPT, where maybe you already use already for your daily life now to create emails, or I don't know. And they provide an AI co-pilot service. Yeah. So there's industrial co-pilot, there's GitHub co-pilot. who is going to help you on programming, for example, the GitHub Copilot. So I got this like for 2 weeks ago, a chance to try this GitHub Copilot in my project. So it's really great, guys. So, but I'm a passionate programmer, so I kind of like a little bit sad because I like to solve things without any helps before. So I turn off this GitHub Copilot. I want to be solving my problem first on my own, trying like 1 or couple of days, and then if I cannot go with it, and then I will go help go through GitHub Copilot and then turn it on again and find help there. But yeah, this is a great inventions. And also Industrial Copilot, when I was there, it is they're also like creating a Copilot for their maintenance in the factories and giving guidance what is currently happening predictively and so on. So when I was there, their demonstrations was like, selamat pagi Ibu Birgitte Novia Sari, like they are saying in my language. This is so crazy. So not only giving you a guidance in technical part, but they saying it that also in your language. So yeah, so that is Microsoft and OpenAI. We were invited in this VIP room, those because I come from Siemens, and Siemens is one of the biggest customer from Microsoft. And there, they explained me about LLM. So this is first thing that I know at that time, what LLM is. The chief architect of Microsoft explained us there. So the LLM is the heart of Gen AI, which can itself be classified as subfield of artificial intelligence. So I think this kind of theory is maybe can be explained by the lectures. I just want to be aware. So like when I was first there, can you explain me a little bit in the easiest way? So LLM is like a very, very big data. You don't speak again in gigabyte, but it is already on petabyte. So 1 petabyte is like 1 million gigabytes. So it's really, really huge, right? So and that is a very big model of data who is being pre-trained to provide a set of capabilities to give you an answer like a human being. This is really great, but there's also a risk when you use LLMs. I'm a project manager. I always think of risk before I buy a service. So LLMs can hallucination. So that's why that is very interesting, the presentations of Professor Humayun, because the Germans, they are very skeptical. They are always critical of everything. So they have like a lot of like security measurements if you want to start a project, really, really big. So there's a protection concept behind. So if you want to implement, for example, in the financial sectors where there are a lot of data inside. So I'm not sure, maybe you can talk with me later about it. So there is no, I think there in Germany, there is not so advanced like in US or in Indonesia in regard to this, because they are still thinking about this risk, right? So hallucinations, the LLMs can produce results, they may not be accurate or correct. So, and then there's also sensitive informations that really can be come up as their response, and over trust or over reliance that you can trust AI, but actually it is not correct. Yeah, misinformation, miscommunication. Germans is always critical. There, yesterday I saw a reporter who tried to use the deep fake voice of Bundeskanzler Scholz. This is our chancellor in Germany, and said with the deep fake voice, "Let's start war, Russia." So it was like very a little bit surprising for all of us, right? So, but he just like make not a joke, but like showing us what AI can do, right? And also prompt injections, the attackers can manipulate LLMs through manipulated inputs. So this kind of risk, I mean, if you use AI for GitHub Copilot, or if you use AI for industrial Copilot, the data come from the public, user manuals and everything. How to use a better code, like you use Lambda function or I don't know, whatever. It is like an open source, like the data is coming from the open, open source, like I said. But if it's, for example, contains user data, that my project containing user data, I'm still skeptical if I want to use AI. Honestly. So, okay, what is actually the impact of this? Because I'm a project manager and a service owner now. I see always on the business perspective. So we go in this direction, composable enterprise. Maybe you've heard about it. You can Google it, what it's all about. It is, maybe I can ask ChatGPT now. Wait a second, what is composable enterprise? I want to check if it's hallucinating, right? So I want to check. So I can read here the concept of composable enterprise refers to organizational architecture and approach that emphasizes flexibility, modularity, and agility in building and integrating business processes. And you see there is modularity, AP-driven architecture, microservices, containerization. Yes, it's not hallucinating, so it's correct. So in an easiest way is a composable enterprise. It's not only Siemens, it's really everybody. So every industrial company currently moving in this direction, composable enterprise. So in the previous time, a long time ago, not long time ago, like maybe 5 years ago, if you want to build application, you always build like a big, massive application with one, like if you want to have like a digital sales platform, for example, you build this in the one big, massive application, which contains a lot of classes inside, a lot of methods inside with one programming language, right? And then it comes to this composable enterprise where it comes to microservices architecture. So you can imagine it's like a Lego or a puzzle, where if you build, for example, digital sales platform, or if you want to build a website where you sell your products and everything, you just like making, okay, this API, this small model or small programs using is calling only, validating only the products number, for example. It's only do that. And if you kick out this API, this microservices, it won't influence your whole applications. And this is what I can explain you about this composable enterprise technology. It's Mercedes is doing this also, what I know. Siemens Healthiness, our healthcare department, so real big company, and Siemens Industry also using this and goes in this direction, and there's some of a movement there. So big movement. And if as a project manager, if you got this project and you have to, for example, implement microservices, you always have to consider to use a service from another company, and the service provide, for example, software as a service, platform as a service. So software as a service at the top, and then platform as a service in the middle, and infrastructure as a service. So for example, if I want to do a microservice for authentications, for example, not Siemens, not everything, so like a normal. So I don't have to use like to develop my own application. I can use Google Authentications, and this is Google Authentications is software as a service. So this is, for example, so this is composable. So you can like removing it if you don't like Google Authentications anymore. You can do Azure authentication, or I don't know, whatever authentication. So this is the strategic currently in in most of industrial companies and everywhere. And of course, without Professor Dr. Lintang told me, please give awareness about the people, how they handle the project, the IT project. So with composable enterprise, you cannot do without agile method. So you always how do you say, manage your projects with agile process. It means there are sprints to be done. Then the sprints is really very short. For example, 2 weeks or 1 month. I think 2 weeks is the normal way. And in 2 weeks, you have to deliver and report it again to the business people if they agree or not. Or maybe in 2 weeks, there are new technology which can be used for this. So it's really, really fast, right? It's not so like you plan this 1 year and then you implement this 1 year, and then there are no changes in this 1 year, and then you deploy it in another year. So it's not like that. It's always deployment each 2 weeks. It's really crazy. It's really fast. And of course, we implemented also the DevOps methodology for our IT project management, because if you have a problem in maintenance in your applications on the operation sites, you will then get the development team will get immediately, the monitoring will create automatically, maybe tickets and everything. So it's continuing from here to here and there. So it's really fasting. We move in the world which is fast. I have also like can give you an example of like I have a project, and then I have to maintain it with sprints method, and then in 2 weeks I have to implement something new which is not told before, and then like the change of new things which was not planned in our roadmap, but it is relevant because there are security measurements to be done. So it's really fast, this kind of IT project management. Okay. Actually, I'm coming to the end. I think I'm really fast.
Yes.
So I think this is at the end is really. I want to show you this kind of funny picture. My dual student gave me that yesterday, and this kind of machine learning. Imagine you are an AI and you have to differentiate between muffins and chihuahua. So you have to think about it, and there is a job called prompt engineer. This is a kind of a new job. Maybe you as a technic informatica, after you studied, you can see what kind of, what is prompt engineering. Maybe I'm going to go to the direction. This is a kind of new job descriptions for it. And it trains the AI to recognize correctly that is a chihuahua and that is not a muffin. So thank you very much from my side.
Thank you, Mrs. Birgitte. Very interesting session you have provided us, and yeah, it's quite similar with the chocolate chips and the eyes of the nose of the chihuahuas. And okay, then we will move on to the question and answer session. So we will have our audience here in the auditorium and also joining us with the Zoom platform that have the enlightenments from the material from Professor Humayun and also Mrs. Birgitte. So we are open for discussion sessions. Is there any question from the audience, from the auditorium? Please raise your hands. Okay, we have one from the technical teams. Please help with the mic. And very, very interesting. And the first session, we learned very extensive explanation about the AI in financial sectors. And while Ms. Birgitte allow us to have the insights of how industry is very benefited with AI, and also what is the projects that they are developed today. And okay, so technical team, are you ready? Okay, Mas, please, you can deliver your questions.
Introduction. My name is Muhammad Rakwan Kautar. I am a Gunadarma student.
Please raise your voice a bit.
My name is Muhammad Rakwan Kautar. I am a Gunadarma student majoring in Informatics Engineering. I want to ask for Prof. Humayun, how can the use of machine learning algorithms in transaction processing improve the detections of suspicious transactions and ensure consumer financial security in e-commerce? Thank you.
Could you repeat, please, once again?
How can the use of machine learning algorithms in transactions processing improve the detections of suspicious transactions and ensure consumer financial security in e-commerce?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Will we proceed with the next question, or? Okay, so Mr. Humayun, can you hear the question clear?
Yeah, I think I heard something about machine learning algorithms and how can they improve, was it e-commerce?
Yeah, so what he asked is, how can you use the algorithm in transaction processing to improve the detection of suspicious transaction and ensure consumer financial security in e-commerce?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, right? So in fact, part of my presentation kind of focused on the use of machine learning, and I really didn't get into the technical side of things. If you kind of are you, I think he mentioned he's a student.
Yeah, he's a student in informatics.
Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. So I don't know what kind of classes he's taken so far, but when we kind of look at machine learning algorithms in transactional processing, it obviously does improve suspicious transaction, right? Because you're leveraging large data sets to identify patterns and anomalies that might indicate fraud. So when you look at ML, you're looking at specific things, be it, let's say, analyzing data at a specific scale, because those machine learning algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data as well. You always have to incorporate what you learn from historical transactional data as well, right? Because those machine learning models are going to be trained on transactional data that can, again, include both normal and fraudulent transactions. You also have to focus on pattern recognition, because machine learning really does excel at pattern recognition, because it is able to spot complex fraud patterns that are too subtle for traditional rule-based systems, which is what I mentioned in the presentation. And then the art of reducing those false positives, right? Because when you kind of understand the nuances of transactional behaviors, your machine learning algorithms can reduce the number of false positive, right? Those legitimate transactions. So I think those are the highlights. Obviously, a much more deeper topic. And obviously, you always have to also think about integrating with other data sources as well, because machine learning algorithms can incorporate various data sources. For example, customer behavior data, or device identification, or even data from external threat intelligence fields as well, which is very common in a cybersecurity realm as well. So that sort of an integration will provide a more comprehensive view of those transactions and probably enhance the e-commerce side of things as well, because it, again, improves the accuracy of suspicious transaction predictions as well. So hopefully that answers the question.
It's wonderful. So if I may conclude that in the math and machine learning, there is they are very excels in pattern recognition. Therefore, there's really can help you to do the suspicion. But then you will also need another. You may need another set of data, which is from the customer behavior data, and also we really have to have the historical data that is mimic the problems that you would like to solve with your machine learning algorithm, if that's correct. I hope that's correct. Thank you, Prof.
Sounds better than what I said. Thank you.
Thank you. So is there any other question from the okay, we have one team. We have another one. So we have 2 more questions. We still have the time, right? Yes.
Okay, the first. Okay, maybe the first, let me introduce myself. My name is Rini Rianta from Informatics students. Maybe I want to ask with Miss Birgitte, how can machine learning algorithms be used to analyze content, share with it the metaverse, and identify content that is illegal, harmful, or detrimental to others' users?
Could you repeat the question?
Okay. Sorry. Okay. How can machine learning algorithm be used to analyze content, share with it the metaverse, and identify content that is illegal, harmful, or detrimental to others' users? Thank you.
Can you hear it clear, Ms. Birgitte?
Yes, I can hear it very clear, and I can understand very clear what the question. So, but unfortunately, I'm a project manager, as you know, and also API developer in my previous jobs. So I do not know a lot. If you ask me as a project manager, what should I do? What should I do to recognize a content misleading in content and content fraud? And I would like to buy some AI service to do that. So that is my in business, I would buy it. So like implementing it in my project, buy an AI service to recognize this. That is from my answer. Maybe Doctor, your lecturer can answer it. How is the pattern? How is the algorithm inside the machine learning to recognize this this fraud? And maybe it's actually kind of the same like your answer, Professor Humayun. Like you recognize the patterns and everything. There's an anomaly because you have to pre-train your machine or your models, right? To recognize this, to like I said before, with prompt engineering or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Birgitte. So we can really use machine learning can be used in various sectors, and as in metaverse, maybe we will have to elaborate a lot of data, because metaverse is not like the usual environment that we use. So like big data, and it's involving. Therefore, when we talk about big data, they're involving different data sets. You use videos, you use text, you use pictures.
Correct,
so therefore,
yes.
you need to use a different kind of machine learning algorithm in order to do what you want, right? So yeah,
correct.
we still have one another question from the students coming with us in the auditorium. So I think it's in this section, Mrs. I think with the black hijab. Who's raising before? Is there anyone for last one? Last one question? Zoom. Okay. Sorry, Ms. Birgitte, pardon, Prof. Humayun. So we already have 2 questions here in the auditorium, and other one is coming from Zoom. So we will put the question in the screen in just a moment. our technical team. Is that all right? Or can you put the question? Okay, here we are. So oh my God, it's in Germany. I can only say Guten Morgen. We get Oh, I think I still have it. I want to ask about the possibility of teaching students in the current era of big data. What lessons or courses are important for students in facing AI in the verse when they are graduating, maybe 3 or 4 years, and also for us lecturers in educating students, what kind of knowledge needs to be conveyed to them? Then Mrs. Fifi was at Gunadarma in 1998. What subjects were suitable for you for your current job right now at Siemens? It's from Yunian Dono Ahmad from Universitas Gunadarma. So, Ms. Birgitte, screen is yours.
Yes, thank you. So, this is a very, very good question. So, really, really good question. So, I think the most important thing to give maybe an awareness how fast the world is really rotating now, really with the technology. I kind of if you only give like topics like you learn about the specific technology, and in another days or in another time, it will then be how do you say, be replaced with the newest technology. So I think it's still very important to know the basic algorithm. How, for example, I still remember when I first programming, or do the programming language, Pascal at back time then, and COBOL and everything. This is the first time when I, okay, not with COBOL, not with Pascal, but this is the first time when I heard the name object-oriented programming. So actually the basic is also very, very important to know about the technology, right? About the information technology. So it is still be used. I still remember also when Professor Dr. Beni told us about distributed computing, and I work with Kubernetes cluster now, and I saw like there is a relations to that, right? Distributed computing with this clustering, Kubernetes and everything. So actually the basics still important, but the mix up with the current technology can be also involved, like using agile methodology. I don't know, I never heard I never used actually waterfall technology until now, but to know about the current technology and to implement it in your IT project, in your current situation now. So yeah, I think that's it from my side.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Birgitte. So I think we all agree that the fundamental knowledge is very important for us to understand and to evolve in the future, to adapt with the current challenges as industry needed, right? So and therefore doing your task very diligently. And
then don't use AI for your programming. So please use
don't
your own
go gross on Kaggle on GitHub, right?
Because at the end you have to review it. So it's use it as your co-pilot, but not use it, not overtrust your AI to do it for you. Really, that is important.
Yeah, because behind the AI there is a AI, it stands for artificial intelligence, right? What the
Correct.
intelligence that it model, it's the intelligence of human itself. Correct. Thank you, Ms. Birgitte. And I think we have come to the end of the first session of the seminars. We would like to thank very much for Prof. Humayun all the way from US. I know that it's very late right now in the US. Thank you for your time. And Ms. Birgitte also, thank you for coming back to Universitas Gunadarma. And we look forward to seeing you again here physically, hopefully, in Universitas Gunadarma. And before we proceed to the second session, we will have there is a token of appreciation from our MC. And before that, I would like to conclude our first session first. And I think we all have learned the extensive explanation how AI helping in many industries that we saw, and especially how AI, Prof. Humayun highlighted how AI can help in securing the system, especially in financial sectors, because who doesn't use the digital wallet nowadays, right? Who doesn't use the Shopee Pay and also Pay Later and so forth? It's very hype and viral in Indonesia. But then with the fast adoption of technology and convenience that brought us today, we must remember that there is a risk that is coming along with the technology. With the early stage of security measures have limitations and no longer keep up with the fast evolvement of the threats we have today. But I think we learn also that the adoption of technology is also depends on the cultural differences, as mentioned by Ms. Birgitte. In Germany, they are very skeptical with the adoption of AI, whilst in the US, they are very open with the new technologies that have been helping us today. But I think we all can agree that AI have made a huge contribution with its capability to learn and to adapt, and therefore enables the system to evolve and remain relevant to the current conditions. And thank you so much for your session, very enlightening, very inspiring for us. And please now accept a token of appreciation from our MC. MC, screen is yours.
Okay, thank
This
you.
is an era
Dr.
where
Astie.
innovation meets technology to transform the face of industries. And behind the Industrial Revolution, there is an undeniable presence: artificial intelligence, AI. AI has penetrated various industrial sectors, bringing unexpected changes. AI has transformed the way we manufacture goods. From supply chain management to machine maintenance, artificial intelligence enables more efficient and timely production. AI has become an indispensable partner for medical professionals. With fast and accurate data analysis, disease diagnoses become more precise, treatments more personalized, and disease risks can be better predicted. AI has revolutionized how we invest, manage risks, and conduct financial transactions. With intelligent algorithms, AI assists in making better decisions, predicting market trends, and preventing financial crimes. In the transportation industry, AI has brought us into the era of autonomous vehicles and smart logistics. With AI-powered navigation systems, vehicles can move autonomously, reducing traffic accidents and congestion, as well as improving the efficiency of cargo delivery. With the combination of innovation and artificial intelligence, the future of industries looks bright.
Okay, thank you for Dr. Astie Darmayantie for the first session of this seminar, and then juga, and also, thank you to Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD, and Birgitte Novia, Sari, Astie for your presentation, which has given us a valuable knowledge of artificial intelligence and its role and function for industry and also industrial metaverse. And please give a round of applause once again to our speaker for the first session. Wow, very extraordinary. Okay, please.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, students, we will take the time for the awarding session for Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD, and also for Birgitte Novia, Sari, ST. We hope that you could please stand by to receive an e-certificate from Universitas Gunadarma.
And also, we would like to invite the Honorable Professor Dr. Adang Suhendra, please come in front of the stage to hand out the certificate in virtual for documentation.
Professor Adang, please.
Okay. Yes, please, Professor
Please,
Adang.
Prof.
Okay, for the first, we would like to hand out the first certificate for the big abbreviation to Professor Humayun Zafar, PhD, CISM, and GRISC.
And for the second certificate is for Birgitte Novia Sari, Astie.
Okay, stand by, please a moment. Could you please show up for the second certificate for Miss Birgitte Novia Sari, Astie? Okay, Prof Adang, could you please smile? To the camera. Thank you, Prof. Please stand by, Miss Birgitte. And very extraordinary for this international seminar, of course, in Informatics Department in Gunadarma University of Universitas Gunadarma. Okay, could you please? Oke, baik. Ya, mungkin kita juga pakai bahasa Indonesia nggak apa-apa ya, karena di sini juga ada teman-teman yang mungkin pemirsa UTV yang juga menyaksikan saat ini dengan menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Dan ini saat ini adalah kita berada di international seminar yang diadakan oleh program studi informatika Universitas Gunadarma. Oke, kita cek terlebih dahulu apakah sudah ready. Sertifikat boleh tepuk tangan sekali lagi teman-teman. Oke, sudah. Oke, please. Oke, thank you for Miss Birgitte for your time and of course Prof Humayun Zafar. Thank you, Profesor Dr. Ingada Suhendra, and please be seated.
Okay, Excellencies, distinguished guests, official delegations, ladies and gentlemen, and our beloved students. Next, we still have the second session of this international seminar. This event will be moderated by, of course, who else than our lovely moderator, Dr. Astie Darmayantie, ST, and with our two speakers. The first one is Dr. Ruddy Suhatril, SKom, MSc, a lecturer from Universitas Gunadarma, and also Affa Alfiandy, who is one of the students from Universitas Gunadarma.
But before that, firstly, let us enjoy another song from our home band, academy band, Maluku Kieraha.
Maluku Kieraha, yoma foto-foto ternate bacan tidore secaulolo marimo ngone futuru maronga lamo ternate Maluku Kieraha, yoma foto-foto ternate bacan tidore secaulolo marimo ingone futuru maronga lamo ternate Usamo teraisa Vilonga ipatingaran Usamo teraue Mai tanah jagangara Usamo tedaku taran Kie hirima lili Sebagam sitohida Bubane Ternate jang following Maluku Kieraha, yoma foto-foto ternate bacan tidore secaulolo marimor ngone futuru maronga lamo ternate Usamo teraisa ilonga ipatingara Usamo Maitara jagangara Usamo tedaku tara Kia hiri mai tara jagang ngara wasamote daisa bilonga ipati ngara wasamote dawiye mai tara jagang ngara wasamote dakutara kie hiri malili sebagam sitohida bubane ternate jangkoloi ternate jangkoloi ternate jangkoloi.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second session of the seminar, of a hybrid seminar, with the topic of innovative AI-based solution for industry. And before, in the first session, we already have two wonderful speakers, Prof. Humayun and also Mrs. Birgitte. And in this session, we also had another wonderful speakers as well. Which is Dr. Ruddy, aduh saya dipukul nanti. Dr. Ruddy J. Suhatril, and also Mas Affa Alfiandy. Please give a round of applause first. Okay. And Dr. Ruddy J. Suhatril is a lecturer at Gunadarma, Universitas Gunadarma, and he also the head of Gunadarma Computer Center, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Then, without any further ado, please, Dr. Ruddy, time is yours for the material.
The duration?
The duration is 20 minutes.
Okay, I will make it very brief.
Yes.
Thank you. So before I start my presentation, I would like to say thanks to the committee, especially Prof. Lintang, who contact me to be a speaker in this seminar, and I know that I cannot reject her since she was my supervisor when I was doing my scientific writing, right? And also I know it's quite challenging to conduct this seminar where the speakers are from 3 different time zones, right?
Yes, of course.
But I noticed one thing that in common. We are, Prof. Zafar are about to sleep.
Yeah, yes.
Miss Birgitte, maybe already sleeping now, and we are sleepy.
Yes.
Because Ramadan, we have an early breakfast, right? Thank you. Okay, maybe I can start the presentation. So I just would like to present about the exploration of artificial intelligence. Nowadays, we know that every aspect in our life have been touched by artificial intelligence. Every aspect. You may say everything now has AI, right? So my topic is just want to describe what is actually what we call artificial intelligence. But before that, I just want to present about the facts about the AI. So according to the PricewaterhouseCoopers, so AI is expected to improve productivity by 40% by 2035. And nowadays, all of organizations already adopt artificial intelligence to improve their productivity. This is, I think this is an interest number that we can see in the presentation. So 65% are using AI to improve operation business. 51 to do what the Professor Zafar said earlier, to help about cybersecurity and fraud management. And also 47% to help about digital personal assistants. Maybe in the future, we no longer need secretary anymore. We don't know. And 47% for customer relation management. 40% turning AI for inventory management. And I think this is quite a big number, right? And 35% are leveraging AI for content production. So nowadays we are no longer type news because AI can do it right now. 33% are using AI for product recommendation. Like we all know that we are using e-commerce platform. So for recommendation, it is already done by AI. No longer needs the person behind that. So 30% turning AI for accounting and supply chain operation. 26% for recruitment and talent sourcing. So AI nowadays has ability to profile a person based on their data. So it is helpful for recruitment. So I'm sorry. And 24% are using AI for audience segmentation. So what I'm trying to say that every aspect of our lives has been touched by AI, and then we have to be ready for that. Especially for us, for information technology person, we can say that it is an opportunity to us. So it's not a harmful things, but it is an opportunity for us. And if we are saying in the country-wise, we can say that Chinese and Indian companies is leading in AI adoption. So almost 60% of IT professionals saying that their organization already use AI application. And IT spending in AI is grow in rate 27%. So the growth is still going up, and it is an opportunity for us. So we will start with the basic, right? Because nowadays everything with AI. I found recently a research. They name their research with AI, but they just using Google Form. Yes. So I would like to give a perspective to us, what is AI? So actually AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence process by machine, primarily computer system. And it is also covers by a lot of approaches, machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics to perform, that typically require human intelligence. So the idea is how to imitate our ability to absorb knowledge and then to do the task based on that. Yes, this is a typical type of AI. So first, we call it narrow AI, so also known as a weak AI. It is designed to perform specific tasks, such as image recognition or language translation. So what we nowadays mostly are narrow AI, because they are just performing or just solving in the specific domain area. And then there are also general AI. This is referred as a strong AI. It aims to possess human-like intelligence and adaptability across a wide range of tasks. This is like building a human, as a whole human. It is still theoretically, but nowadays we also found in the internet that a lot, yes, it is already, I think in the near future, it is no longer theoretically. So it's already implemented. Then super intelligent AI, it is an advanced form of AI that exceeded human intelligence. This is maybe we just can find it in movies right now, For example, if you have like a big computer, and then they can think even smarter than you, and then will be dangerous for you. So this is another type of AI. Okay, so we are about talking about AI. So if you just using Google Form or just using Google to do a processing, it is not an AI, because if you are talking about AI, there are several approaches that involved in that. So if you see in artificial intelligence is the big picture, right? And then there are machine learning, there are deep learning as a subset of the artificial intelligence. So if you are not using machine learning, deep learning, or natural language processing, and so on, so you cannot see your approach is AI. And also it is related to the data science and with big data, because if you are talking about imitating a human ability to be smart, we need data, right? We need empirically data and also theoretically data, and it is needed for us to train ourselves, right, to be able to solve several tasks that we are facing. So big data is also another thing in order to make our machine clever or smart. So we need a right big data to be learned, to have knowledge. And this is a typically methodology or steps diagram in doing or implementing artificial intelligence. So the first step is the data collection. So every AI, they must have knowledge, right? And the knowledge is come from the data. So data is the one of most important things. So if you are feeding wrong data, so you will not have a good model for artificial intelligence. So in the data collection, it is comprised of data collection and also step of pre-processing, because you know that the data is not structured, and sometimes we need to pre-process the data to build our model. And then the second step, once we have the data, we are doing what we call it model building. So model building, the task is to feature extraction, to do the feature extraction, and also to choose what algorithm will be the best for our model. A lot of algorithms in the world, and we can choose based on our target. For example, if you are going to do classification, prediction, estimation, there are several algorithms that fit to that task. And then the third step is about model training. So once we have the algorithm, and then we have to train the model. We have to train the model with the feature that we have extract in the previous step, and then make it simple. So model training is like nurturing, right? So we are nurturing the machine with the knowledge that we have, so they will have solution for every task that we have given. And then, of course, the fourth step is to deploy what we have built in the previous step. For example, what we found now, in every application, they have AI, for example, ChatGPT or Siri or Google Assistant, and so on and so forth. So that's the the deployment of the algorithm that we have built. And the last step is to monitoring and iteration. Okay, the Zoom has ended because of the AI. Yeah. They know I speak nothing maybe, so the Zoom ended by itself. And then the last step is about monitoring and iteration. So the idea of this is to monitor what we have implemented with, of course, several metrics. Metrics is the measurement tables, yeah. And also we are collecting the feedback to be able to reboot the model with a new knowledge. So for like ChatGPT, every time we ask something to ChatGPT, beside they give us the answer, but they are also learning about the new feedback. So this is the typically step for AI. So if I think if you are a student in Informatica and we are already learning about machine learning, that's the basis for we are moving to artificial intelligence. And if we are talking about trends, AI trends, nowadays we are introduced with a term called generative AI. So in the previous year, yeah, before I don't know 2020, AI task is more to predict, to estimate, or to help us in some certain case. But nowadays we have a generative AI, which is focused on generating content, imitating human creativity and producing original outputs. This is what we found in ChatGPT. So they are creating content. It's no longer help us to classify or to estimate something, but they already produce something new. So, so it goes beyond traditional AI, creating something new rather than just recognition pattern or solving problems. So this is nowadays trends, right? Everything has AI. If you, I believe, yeah, who use ChatGPT for their homework? You can raise your hand. Okay, everyone, include me in creating this presentation. Okay, so it helped us, but I will talking about that later, about the ethics. Okay, so if you are talking about generative AI, there are several examples. There are three common approach. First is generative adversarial network. So basically it is a neural network. If you guys have learned about machine learning, so you know what is a neural network. So the idea of the generative adversarial network is to have two neural networks that compete each other in a zero-sum game. They were correcting each other to have a good model. And then second is variational autoencoders. So it is learn the underlying structure. It is also based with a neural network. And the language model, just like GPT. Yeah, we are using GPT is a generative pre-trained transformer. So they are using transformer model to generate coherent, contextually relevant text based on input prompts. So about the transformer itself, it is also one of the popular algorithm nowadays. If you are searching in Google, if you say one or two words, they will give us the prediction, right? What is the next sentence or next word? They predict that. That's the output of what we call BER, yeah, bidirectional encoding transformer. So it is based on transformer. Transformer based on it is also work with base neural network, but they are learning about the relation between the words. So it is now quite powerful and then widely used for NLP. and to do classification tasks, especially for document. So I would like to display or talk about the application of AI. So maybe we all know that everything's AI. For example, in autonomous vehicles. So like Tesla already have a full self-driving cars. So we just enter the destination and then he will drive by itself. But still, there are requirements to do that. And in healthcare, there are also like drug discovery, predictive analytics, and then virtual assistants. As we know, it is already, we know that from 10 years ago, yeah, we have Siri, we have a Google Assistant that we can easily talk to them, and then they will process. And nowadays cars also have this. And this is the finance. This is just like the Prof. Zafar said earlier. So with AI algorithm, it is easy. It's not easy. Maybe it is possible to do a fraud detection based on their prior knowledge, to do risk assessment, to do algorithmic trading, and also for customer service. You know that chatbot, it is no like really common for every company. Instead of they are hiring someone to answering your question, they are using chatbot to do that. So especially in education. So AI also implemented in educational area. So we have personalized learning. So for example, there are application called Newton and Dreambox. So the AI algorithm will adapt the pace of each student, because the speed of the student to absorb the knowledge is different for every people. And with AI, they can do that. So, for example, if you are smart, maybe the pace will be different with if you are less smart. And then also intelligent tutoring system, it exists nowadays. It is maybe, I a little bit worry about this. In the near future, maybe lecturer is no longer needed, because with intelligent tutoring and also generative AI, the AI can produce the content and also to have simulating one-on-one tutorial example. It has been done by Carnegie Learning and Squirrel AI. And automatic grading assessment, it is also common now. For example, maybe in the previous time, if you take a test with computer, there are always a multiple choice, right? But nowadays they are able to grading with SI. And language learning, like Duolingo, like Novo, we no longer need a tutor, because they can correct if we are spelling the word or spelling the sentence not correct. So it is a game changing also in education. So a lot of things that we can do, and I know we are informatics people. If you have interest to do research in artificial intelligence, it is still have a lot of opportunity. And this is also example for generative AI. This is the most
viral, I think.
Yes. ChatGPT, everyone use this. DAL-E, it is a module that provided by OpenAI to create the image, synthetic image, yeah? And it is also, we know that in the previous election, everyone using AI, for example this. And then the funniest guy win, if you see the picture. So it is also connecting with generative AI. So a lot of things that you know. Okay, so I would like to end my presentation. There are two quotes. The first is from CEO of Alphabet. He said that artificial intelligence will have more profound impact of humanity than fire, electricity, and internet. But in the other hand, Elon Musk said that AI is far more dangerous than the nukes. So the thing is about us. I mean, we are the user, and we have to know the ethic and how to use AI. And I hope this presentation can give a brief explanation about what is AI and how we involve in AI. So thank you very much. I think that's all.
Thank you, Dr. Ruddy. It's not a brief explanation, it's
Okay,
a true explanations about the AI. I think we all have sometimes misleaded by the AI itself, because every day sometimes you see the influencer, before we know in our era, algorithm, the terms algorithm, it's only known by the people learning in scientific computer science or information system field. But now, even someone there is a high schooler or maybe from social sciences, they can talk about what is algorithm itself. So I think to have a same understanding about what is AI, what is AI capability, what is the scope of technologies that can be called as an AI is really an important matters. And before we dive in to your materials, we have a second speakers, which is our student, right? Still a student, right? Not graduate yet. Yeah. So this is Mr. Affa Alfiandy. He's from majoring informatics in the year of 2020, and he is the lead Google Developer Student Clubs, Universitas Gunadarma 2023-2024. Oh, the new one, the new chair. Okay, congratulations. Please give a round of applause. And Mr. Affa, your time can start now. You can present your presentation. Your time is 20 minutes.
All right, cool. Thank you. So I will start with, introducing myself. My name is Affa Alfiandy. You can call me just Affa, and also you can say it backwards because it's the same. Affa. Yeah, it's a little bit fun fact from me.
Symmetrical, yeah.
So currently I'm working as machine learning engineer at All Data International, and also as a community lead for Google Developer Student Club, managing in my chapter in Universitas Gunadarma. So I've got trusted by Google Southeast Asia and also by Gunadarma to lead this community. For my previous experience is actually I drive a lot in software engineering and also machine learning engineers. I have experience as a software engineer in stealth startup from South Korea, and also machine learning engineer for Fingaru from Silicon Valley, United States of America. And also I have experience for Bangkit Academy, a machine learning cohort in 2023, in batch 1. And also I have experience as doctoral research assistant in Universitas Gunadarma. So I have a lot of research experience. For example, the first one is machine learning for calculate image quality from TV broadcasting. Actually, it's TV broadcasting from UGTV. Yeah. And also I have achievement in my campus. I have achievement as a first round-up of Indonesia AI Research Consortium Hackathon in 2023, and also received investment from IWDN 2022 for Always. Actually, is a government program for the student who want to build your own startup. And for the third one is winner of Lomba USB, Unlimited Software Building. It's held by Universitas Gunadarma for software development in 2022. And also I have certified for TensorFlow Developer Certified by Google, and I have certified also in Dataiku for Core Designer and ML Practitioner. Okay, for now topic is AI for industry. But before that, I want to tell all of you about the outline for today. The first one is introduction of AI, subfields in AI, and the last one is generative AI. It's a latest technology that's happening and like it's boom in everywhere about generative AI. So what is AI? Everyone is talking about AI in TikTok, in Instagram, in Google. Of course, in Gunadarma University also we have curriculum about the AI, but what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. It's the simulation of human intelligence processed by a machine. So, as a human, you know, biology said that we are categorized in a kingdom Animalia. So basically, we are animal. But God give us a slightly different with other animal that we have intelligence. This intelligence can make us, you know, making a decision, have a planning for the future, and etc. So this intelligence makes the researcher, the computer scientist, interested to, you know, make it like intelligence in human, but make it in a machine. So why is it called artificial? Because it's mimicking our intelligence in daily basis. This is a subdivision of AI. The first one is machine learning, neural network, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision. But for today, I don't want to talk about you know, this much, but I will share you about the most interested and most used in the industry as far as I know and as far as I doing it in an industry. So the first one is machine learning. Machine learning is actually divided by 3 subdivisions. The first one is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the last one is what is that? Reinforcement learning. Okay. So for the supervised learning is, you know, you have a target for the data to train, but unsupervised learning, you don't know how many class, how many target that you want to train. So the supervised learning is like, what is that? Like, you know, classification. So yeah, it's mostly in classification, but in in supervised learning is mostly using the, you know, clustering and KNN. That's the thing of algorithm. I don't talk much about the theoretical, but I will explain about the, you know, solving the problem with AI. And the last one is reinforcement learning. It's more hard than the supervised and supervised learning. So the second one is deep learning. Actually, deep learning is literally mimicking our brain. You know, if you learn biology when the 12th class, I think, when in senior high school, or yeah, in senior high school, you know, the brain is contained by neuron, like a lot of neuron, a million of neuron, or maybe 100 million of neuron. It's the computer scientist making this neuron to the computer. So that's how the deep learning works. Okay, this is the computer vision. Actually, it's my subject, my favorite subject so far, because yeah, I love computer vision. I love the, you know, I can see, so I want my computer to see the world also like me. That's why I love the computer vision. Okay, the computer vision is contained by 2. The first one is detection. It's a left, I don't know, from you it's left, yeah, it's left, and classification is a right position. So detection is, you know, it's slightly different with classification, because imagine that you have, like in this room, classification is, you know, I got a picture of this. This is I don't know what his name is. I think a magic. And also I have a picture with this sofa. So the classification is, you know, try to classify between this thingamajig and this sofa. But detection is in the whole room. There is this thingamajig and also this sofa. Right, this is also another project that I have created in Universitas Gunadarma. I built, yeah, actually you can play the video, sorry. Yes, while waiting the video started. So this is a project from Gunadarma University. It's a water fountain that can spout based on body recognition. So if you raise your hands right hands up, so the water fountain, the right side is will goes up, and if the left hand you raise up, the water fountain is the left side is also up. So I built this with Python for the recognizing the pattern, recognizing the body. I use a Python for it's a main language of artificial intelligence, and also I use MediaPipe. MediaPipe is for recognizing the body, and then they will give the output for a skeleton of your body, like a straight line. If you pass when you're in elementary school, you draw a human like a stickman, right? Yeah. MediaPipe is building that in a computer. And also I built with PySerial. So PySerial basically is to connecting from your Python code to Arduino, because the implementation of this in IoT in Arduino. So Arduino have a different language. It's run in C++, I guess, and Python for the machine learning. So we have to connect that with PySerial. So if you guys have a project with IoT and Python, you can use this PySerial. Right, next. So this is the interesting from another computer vision. Well, it's not a computer vision thing, but it can recognize this voice. I have, in Bangkit Academy, I have a project for detecting or recognizing the baby cry. It's actually sound, right? But interesting point is that I have found a voice can convert to image. The name of algorithm is Mel spectrogram, so the Mel spectrogram is converting from voice to the image, and then you can do image classification as usual. So you can see that picture of pink and purple, and also red, and it's like a fire, but it's not a fire, it's an image from spectrogram of audio, and then you can train it to CNN model. Next is natural language processing industry. For this topic, I will use a study case for you, so you guys can also think with this case. So imagine you are a business owner, you are a CEO, you are you name it lah pokoknya gitu kan. You are tapi untuk di sini kita, let's say you are a owner of bakery shop. So when you run the bakery shop, you have a lot of message. Let's say maybe 100 message in a day from customers to asking about your bakery. Hey, do you have a cake? Do you have a bread or something else? You handle this. You can handle this in single day, maybe in 10 message, 100 message. You can handle it by itself, right? But after day by day, your business is grow up. You handle a message in a day, maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000. So you only have 2 hands, right? And also you have to do another strategical thinking, because you are CEO. You don't have to reply the message from customer. So maybe you start to think, I think I should hire the customer service. Yeah, actually that's a good idea for this situation. You start to hire for maybe 5 customer service, maybe 3 customer service to handle 1,000 of message, and it works properly. But imagine after 10 years or maybe 5 years, your business goes viral, and this is the message. You got a lot of message, maybe 100,000, maybe 1,000,000 if you have a franchise of bakery shop. So the customer service at the first week will complain, boss, I cannot handle this anymore. You have a lot of message. Maybe you should hire us more. But actually, you don't have to worry, because they will complain at the first week. But for the next 10 weeks, maybe they will not complain, because they might die. Cause, they work with boss like you. So the solution is, it's an AI things in this topic. So you can use AI, a chatbot. Chatbot is, as customer service, but it's automatically, it's run for 24 hours, and also it have instant reply. So for the chatbot, maybe, if you run a business, I think you will get a message, a simple message like, hey boss, hey, let's say bakery shop, Gunadarma bakery shop, do you have a chocolate cake? Do you have a strawberry cake? For this message, you can answer it by the AI chatbot. But for the, for harder message like, I want to custom my order, so it will straight up to the customer service. So the chatbot will help you a lot running a business in customer service relation. So for the second case, I want you to think like maybe investor, or maybe for this world, the sexiest term is trader. Right? Maybe in this room have a lot of traders, so I want to think like investor or trader. This is a daily task of investor or trader is, you want to know what the market situation, you want to know what is happening on the market, but wait, sorry. And then you start searching the market situation from Bloomberg News, if you know, and also from Google, from Financial Times Weekend, Detik Finance, CNBC, or maybe you crypto enthusiast, you will search it from Twitter, because Twitter is for the crypto enthusiast is a huge platform you to share and sharing about information in crypto. But how many news you can handle in a day? Maybe you can read 10 articles, or maybe you can read 100 articles. That's good, but for the whole market situation, you cannot read just by the 10 articles or 100 articles. You have a lot of information that before you making a decision, either you invest it or you sell your stock or your crypto and something like that. So the AI for this case is you can gather source from many sources like Google, like Bloomberg, like CNBC, Detik Finance, and Twitter, or actually the name is now X. You can get a source from there. It can run automatically. And also, if you have, you want to invest in company at, let's say, China or Russia, you don't have to learn their language. You don't have to learn Chinese language to know the market language. You don't have to learn Russian language to know the Russian market language. You can handle this automatically by program. So after you gather the sources, you can process it to give you a summary what happened in China market, what happened in Russia market, what happened in US market, but you don't have to read all of the sources manually. And yeah, you can use the AI. And also you can make a sentiment market from the sources like bullish or bearish, or maybe like a trend in the market is like what. And then the last one is you can also make indicator. This is a fear and greed index indicator, and also you can make another indicator. So this is I have do for the work at my Silicon Valley, but I cannot explain much about it because it's conduct to NDA. So for the gathering information is you can use the Twitter API for the gathering sources from Twitter, and also Google custom search engine. So well, if you open your phone and then you want to search, you use Google, right? But Google also provide for automatic scraping using Google Custom Search Engine API. You can customize it by the keyword, or maybe you want to customize which word that you want to show from the Google Custom Search Engine API. And also you can custom like when the date of the news it will show up. And also you can use a web scraper and Python with Selenium to scraping the articles. And for text processing, you can use Google Gemini, because it's previously Google Bard, but they changed the name to Google Gemini. And also you can use the Hugging Face. Hugging Face is a platform to deploy the natural language processing. The lot of model of natural language processing deploy at Hugging Face. Like you can use a sentiment analysis, you can use a resumizer from Hugging Face, and also you can use a ChatGPT. It's a powerful tools today. And for you, like what I said before, you don't have to learn Chinese language to know the market in Chinese. You don't have to learn the Russian language to know the Russian language. You can use a feature of Translate, and the feature Translate is available in Rapid API. Basically, Rapid API is a platform that a bunch of API that you can use. For example, is the translating API. Okay, for the last one that I will talk to you is generative AI. So it's happening in everywhere, and like it's like Apple Vision Pro. And probably you see the TikTok guys wearing the eyeglasses that bold. Yeah, it's happening everywhere. So generative AI is contain of two models. The first one is discriminator and generator model. So the generator model task is making generative the image or maybe text that want to fool the discriminator. So how it works, but for the detail is actually already explained by Mas Ruddy. So this is the example of the generative AI. The first one is the most common and the most popular that you maybe in daily basis you do this, is LLM. It's a large language model. The big company that built this is OpenAI and Google Bard. Well, it's changed to Google Gemini, but it's still Google Bard. Next, this is the explanation, the visualization of how generative AI works. So basically, the first thing is the computer will collect the random noise, and then from the model, it will make like this, like face like this. So from the random noise, it will generate to the face like this. For this case, is only giving us the face. But today's is different. The computer is not only can do this, but computer, maybe you probably see, computer is also can do this. This is the updates from Sora AI. Sora AI is generative AI from, it seems like ChatGPT also. And this is, you can make like this with from engineering, just, you know, make me a short movie about astronaut, blah, 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 and then computer will processing, then it will show up like this. This is the latest technology in AI, which is generative AI. All right, thank you, but before I ended the presentation, I want to, you know, giving you some message. AI is a tool, it's like you membajak sawah, you have cangkul, you have etc. AI is just tools like that. So I think you don't need to love the AI, you don't need to love the tools, but you have to love to solving the problem. That's all from me. Thank you. I back to the MC.
Thank you, Affa. What a very interesting topics you have mentioned earlier. That okay, from Dr. Ruddy, we learned that a lot of AI have been implemented. What is the main? What is AI itself? What is the objects of the AI and how it revolves, and then today's is implementation. So also Affa also have a brief explanation about AI, and I think it's more like inspiring the students when they would like to start a project with AI, and when I think some of you already start the final projects and still deciding what is the topics of our for your final projects. I think Affa will inspire you within the topic of artificial intelligence. And now we proceed to the question and answer sessions. We open for the question from the auditorium. Is there any questions that you would like to give to the speakers? Okay, we have one, we have two from the team. We have three. Okay, so I think we closed the first question and answer sessions. We already have 3 questions from the auditorium. The first one, could you raise your hand again for the okay. One from the back first, and then the lady with the hijab, and then the last one is with the green jacket.
If you have difficulty in English, you may also ask the question in Bahasa.
Yeah. If you,
A very good morning. My name is Septian Kevin Dario. I'm an informatics student from Gunadarma University. Since the first invention of AI, it have evolved very, very, very deeply and very, very advanced to an advanced degree. I would like to ask the question, do you think that in the future, most jobs would be gone because of AI? And also, when the time eventually comes that AI becomes even smarter than a human being, would us not be needed anymore?
Okay.
Thank you.
So the question is for both of the speakers.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Mas?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. So should we proceed with the question, or
maybe you can just
answer first?
The question,
okay.
Before I forgot
okay.
the answer. Okay. So I think the question is about the future. What about what will happen with AI in the future, right? So no one knows, I guess, because we know that AI is become a game changer. The momentum was speed of device, right? The speed of IC or processor. So nowadays, like we have like really small processor, but can execute a lot of instruction in one time. And maybe 10 years ago, we don't know whether we can have an autonomous car right now. But I don't know, maybe I cannot answer that what happened in the future with AI. But one thing that I would like to say that the thing is, we are as a human, we have to handle AI very carefully, because it is like a knife. It can help you, but it also can kill you. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Dr. Ruddy, so the next, maybe Affa may add to the questions.
Right. If you learn history, you know, for the revolution industry from the previous section of manually, like before the banyak pabrik gitu kan, itu ada yang namanya revolutionary industry. So because of the revolutionary industry, it kills a lot of job. It kills a lot of job. Yep. And because of this AI, maybe I would say maybe for some job it will lose, but you know, it will create a new job too. If you know, for today there is a new job called prompt engineer, so you don't have to worry, but you have to adaptize, yeah, something like that.
So maybe if I conclude that maybe for now AI is replacing all the repetitive jobs that had today, like something that is, for example, customer services have its own booklet of knowledge that they have to master, therefore they have the same answer to all the same questions, right? So therefore, with that kind of repetitive, anyone, any human can be the customer service and have the same replies. That kind of job can easily replaced by an AI nowadays. But then I think in revolution industry, it's true that most of the jobs has gone, but then it replaced with a new job. I think to be replaced the human itself, because AI stands to artificial intelligence, and the intelligence itself is modeled by the human. So the human itself to be replaced wholly by a system, I think that's impossible. But then the job itself is easily replaced by the new skills that opens a new role of the job. I think that's conclude what the speakers would like to deliver. So I think we can proceed to the next questions. The black hijab. Sorry, because I didn't know the name. The mic, please.
Hello, I am Humayun. I am from Gunadarma University. I am majoring Informatics. I want to ask to Dr. Ruddy. Currently, AI can imitate human faces and voice. This will currently be a threat due to the increase in hoax information. How to handle hoax information from this case? Thank you.
Okay. Would you like her to repeat the question?
Yes. What was the question? I mean, you're talking about the fake face, right? Fake voice. How to handle that? Okay. Well, can I?
Yes, please.
Yes. The implementation of AI is always have a risk. So nowadays, like we know, we have a technology that can imitate our voice, our face, right? So it is also comply with the previous presentation by Professor Zafar, right? Because to detection a fraud, I think we need more than those information to know whether we are the right person or not. But I think people in bank or in financial technology nowadays, they are developing a methods how to confirm whether you are the real person or the fake person, because our appearance is one thing, but there are also another things that can be
measured.
Yeah, can be another method to make sure that you are the right person or not, because the risk is always there.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ruddy, and maybe Affa would like to also add to the question.
Because a lot of scientists and also a lot of researchers is currently finding the way to solve that problem. And yeah, for now also I still learn, but as far as I know, I don't know, I forgot the name of company, so they built model to detect of, is it a fake or is it real data? Yeah, sounds like something like that.
Okay, so I think if I may add that, yeah, I think that's what Prof. Humayun said earlier, that the early stage of security measures is no longer applied or have limitations to now sophisticated threats. And deepfake AI is also, deepfake AI is, I think it's very new, and we also have to adjust with the current systems in order to do that. And I think developing new methods and also new metrics, I think, is needed to do the work of that, the current states of threats. So I think I hope it answer your question. And the last one from the auditorium, could you pass the mic? Do you already have the mic? Oh, the mic is gone. Okay, one last question, and then we move to the. How many slots for the? We still have time, right? For the second session of question and answer. Okay, Mas, please. Oh, just a moment. I think it's off.
Can I use bahasa first?
Yes, of course.
Pertanyaannya mungkin bakal sama kayak pertanyaan sebelumnya. Jadi yang mau ditanyain itu, apakah ada hukum tentang AI atau apakah bakal ada hukum tentang AI dalam penggunaan di industri? Dan apa attitude dalam menggunakannya? Karena kita semua tahu kalau AI itu membuat industri semakin signifikan lebih baik. Tapi di balik itu bakal tentu saja banyak unemployment dari rakyat kita gitu yang semakin besar. Apalagi saya gitu yang di informatika yang gunainnya itu otak bukan otot. Dan sekarang juga ada software engineer AI, generative AI dan lain-lain lah pokoknya. Jadi untuk saya gitu sebagai informatika kan harus siap dalam AI itu ya. Nah, dalam siapnya itu kita apa yang harus disiapin? Gitu aja sih, Pak. Pokoknya hukumnya, attitude-nya sama apa yang harus disiapin, Pak. Itu aja, makasih.
For both?
Buat Pak Ruddy, maaf.
Pak Ruddy, ya. Ini Prof. Adang yang bisa jawab. Tapi gini ya, mungkin saya mau jawab di bahasa Indonesia aja. Jadi apa yang perlu disiapkan yang menghadapi AI? Jadi kita harus lihat perspektifnya dulu ya. Kalau kita sebagai engineer ya tentu knowledge ya tentang AI, gimana kita bisa follow perkembangan teknologi. Tadi ya Mas Zafar kan udah jelasin tuh banyak algoritma, banyak method ya, sehingga kita bisa berkontribusi dalam AI. Tapi kalau kita sebagai user ya ini yang memang weakest link itu ya, weakest titik yang paling lemah dalam sistem itu kan sebenarnya user ya. Nah jadi kadangkala bukan karena ketidaktahuan gitu ya, kadang-kadang karena kecerobohan users. Jadi etik ya dalam kita menyikapi AI ini ya kita harus bisa menyaring objektivitas diri kita sendiri terhadap, kita harus bisa lihat ini berita ini, misalnya sebuah AI ini benar atau enggak gitu, artinya kita sendiri ya yang bisa menyaring gitu ya. Nah kalau terkait hukum, nah saya nggak tahu ya apakah udah ada terkait AI, tapi sebenarnya kan kalau kita bicara ke basicnya itu kan sebenarnya ada hukum pidana gitu ya. Kalau itu memang terbukti itu adalah fabrikasi atau buatan, saya kira basic-basic law yang seperti itu bisa diimplementasikan sebenarnya, apalagi didukung dengan undang-undang ITE gitu ya dan regulasi-regulasi lainnya. Mungkin itu sedikit dari saya. Terima kasih, Bu.
Mungkin kalau boleh menambahkan.
Ya, silakan.
Nanti kalau di informatika ada etika kan,
ya,
etika dan profesionalisme.
Profesi,
nah di sana memang ada regulasi-regulasi yang berlaku. Mungkin kalau di Indonesia adalah UU ITE ya Pak Ruddy ya. Kalau misalnya di luar kan kita punya cyber security law gitu ya. Tiap negara punya, di level internasional punya. Makanya tadi ketika sesi pagi Prof Humayun juga bilang bahwa salah satu permasalahan di AI adalah compliances kepada regulasi. Mungkin untuk regulasi yang spesifik di AI itu masih under development gitu ya, karena kita evolving begitu cepat. Tetapi base tadi seperti yang sudah diinformasikan oleh Pak Ruddy bahwa kita punya baseline lain gitu ya, bahwa AI ini kan berdiri di atas teknologis gitu ya. Ada data security, bagaimana kita mengelola digital system dan lain sebagainya, sehingga permasalahan itu bisa ketika mengenai ranah tersebut bisa dikenakan pidana yang itu, walaupun secara regulasi AI-nya seperti tadi yang untuk deepfake dan lain sebagainya belum tersedia saat ini. Mungkin
sedikit nambahin ya, PBB itu melalui UNESCO itu sekarang lagi getol-getolnya menyusun etik terhadap AI ya kita tunggu aja, mudah-mudahan ini memang applicable dan memang kita ratifikasi gitu ya, sehingga penggunaan AI ini bisa menjadi nilai tambah bukan menjadi bencana buat kita. Saya kira itu.
Baik. Baik kan jadi bahasa Indonesia. Okay, so we convert to English again. So we still have 2 more slots for the question. We accept the question from Zoom participation. I think we have the one from LP3I. Yes. So we have the question coming from Dian Mardiana from Polytechnic LP3I Jakarta for address for both speakers. The first question is, it is interesting discussion about tech such as AI and fintech. The question is, what is the most basic and generic items we need to be studied as a millennial and someone who is not in technology field? And the second question is, I'm also a father with the 8-year-old daughter. What kind of fundamental knowledge, skills, and ethics should be prepared for the younger generation like her, which I believe that is in her era, AI will dominate future life much. Okay. So thank you. Yes, okay. Dr. Ruddy, you can add something.
Okay, first about AI for non-technical person. We know that every tools right now no longer need engineering backgrounds, right? For example, like programming language in AI, there are, I forgot the name, but we just can do it by drag and drop diagrams, just like that. So don't worry, people outside of informatics can also implement the AI, but the thing is that you have to know first how AI works. Because if you don't know, if you're just using the tools, it will be useless. So you know how AI works, and then you don't need to be a programmer to do that, because nowadays a lot of software just do like drag and drops, and then you get the result. Even people from medicine faculty, they can do AI to classify illness just from data with that tool. For example, I remember RapidMiner. It is an easy one because you can use that, just drag and drops, and then you supply the data, and then you can construct the decision tree, you can construct the classification, and so on and so forth. So don't worry about that. So about your daughter, what kind of fundamental knowledge to prepare? Yes, if it is back to the ethic of using AI, we have to know what is right or what is wrong. And if you want your daughter to be an engineer, of course you have to learn mathematics. That's the basis, right? Mathematics, statistics, yes. So if you want to be involved as an engineer in artificial intelligence or in many computer fields, I think mathematics is the basis for computer science. I think that's all.
Thank you, Dr. Ruddy. And Affa, you may add to the question.
Yeah, actually I agree with Mas Ruddy's opinion. For the first one is, there is a platform that you can drag and drop like RapidMiner, but I also have a platform that, you can drag and drop and then building model, the name is Dataiku. So, well, basically it's the same with RapidMiner. So for the second question is, yep, I also agree you have to learn in math and statistics because, AI is, in the backbone of AI is content of math like linear regression and then statistical method, SVM, etc. And also for the neural network also is content of math. So you have to learn math. Yep, that's
Okay,
it.
thank you, Affa, thank you, Dr. Ruddy. And also, if I may add, as I a lecturer as well, and have a son as well. Bit of the same age as yours. I think what we need to know, we need to understand as a parent ourselves is what technology is suitable for the age of the students itself. I mean, students, the kids itself. Because when we use technology, there is a terms and condition how what is the minimum age that can be, this application can be used by its users. For example, who knows that Gojek application requires you to be 17 years old, if I'm not mistaken, to you for using the Gojek applications? No one. So I think there is in their terms of agreements in most of applications that is available internationally, they comply to the international law, which requires them to do the age restriction of their applications. So I think that can be started as well, and you see, encourage your daughter also with this, the digital literacy and what can be done and what is done. You can be done using the technology. I think that's also maybe a good addition to your daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry to take in to the stage. So we can proceed. So we still have a time, right? Okay, one more from Mayuti. I think this is quite the same question from the question from the auditorium. Do we still have another one? Oh no. Okay. So maybe you would like to elaborate on this again?
Yeah, I think if we are talking about deepfake AI, it is one of the risks of the race of the AI, and that's why we need to not fully rely on AI. We need still another aspect that we can confirm whether they are a real person or not, but nowadays I believe that a lot of people still doing something in that to solve this problem, I think. Yeah.
Affa, also you would like to add?
Maybe for the part of biometric, actually God has given us the best biometric system is a fingerprint and our iris. So yeah, maybe that can make a point of, like counter deepfake, because deepfake is only face, right? For the real biometric like fingerprint or maybe in iris, it's can use of that.
Okay, thank you, Affa. Thank you, Dr. Ruddy. Wow, what is very attentive participants we had today. One is one of the most active participants we had in the history of our seminars, right?
Oh, really?
So it's very insightful. It's very we are very happy to have you all of you here with us today. But unfortunately, we have come to the end of our sessions, and maybe Dr. Ruddy and Affa could have last remarks to the participants joining us today.
Okay, I think I would like to say thanks to all participants, and then once again, AI is just a tool. We have to be careful, and then we have to know how they works. So in the future, we know that AI will more and more, and then we have to adapt to that situation. So I think that is my closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. And Affa?
From me, actually, just, you have to keep learning, because if you enter in the computer science, you will not stop to learn, because there will be a new technology, a new thing that you have to learn.
Yes, thank you, Affa. Please give a round of applause for both of our speakers. And wow, what a holistic seminars we got today, and we have a point of view from students, lecturers, alumni, and also experts in their industry. And thank you for Department of Informatics to make it happen. And from Mr. Ruddy and Affa, we learned that we have to ensure that we have the same understanding about what is the AI, what is the scope of AI itself. And Prof. Humayun has also mentioned that what makes an AI is powerful technology is its ability to adapt, to learn, and to evolve. I think that's the same capability that we all humans have. And as we know that even though AI has brought a lot of convenience in our life, Ms. Birgitte highlight that mastering the fundamental knowledge, be it in programming or in general life, at the end AI there is a mastering fundamental knowledge, be it in programming or in general terms, is required. It's is a must. In the end of the day, artificial intelligence, there is an artificial intelligence, and in order to have a strong AI model, in order to produce a good artificial intelligence product, we need to nurture our brain first. And then I think that's all for today for me, but I think I have, okay. So I have a pantun to close our session today. Please give cakep. Don't forget to give cakep. Oh, okay, beautiful in English. Okay, detecting disease using computer vision.
Beautiful.
With my knowledge, I can save a nation. Thank you for your participation. See you again in other occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
This is an era where innovation meets technology to transform the face of industries. And behind the Industrial Revolution, there is an undeniable presence: artificial intelligence, AI. AI has penetrated various industrial sectors, bringing unexpected changes. AI has transformed the way we manufacture goods. From supply chain management to machine maintenance, artificial intelligence enables more efficient and timely production. AI has become an indispensable partner for medical professionals. With fast and accurate data analysis, disease diagnoses become more precise, treatments more personalized, and disease risks can be better predicted. AI has revolutionized how we invest, manage risks, and conduct financial transactions. With intelligent algorithms, AI assists in making better decisions, predicting market trends, and preventing financial crimes. In the transportation industry, AI has brought us into the era of autonomous vehicles and smart logistics. With AI-powered navigation systems, vehicles can move autonomously, reducing traffic accidents and congestion, as well as improving the efficiency of cargo delivery. With the combination of innovation and artificial intelligence, the future of industries looks bright.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Astie, and our speakers with extraordinary presentation and discussion. And now we are moving to the next agenda. We would like to invite our Honorable Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniarbano Sari and Professor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra, together with our speakers, Dr. Ruddy Suhatril, SKom MSc, and Alfiandy, and of course, our moderator, Dr. Astie Darmayantie, MMSI, MSc, to come in on front of the stage for ceremonially receiving certificate and souvenirs. And please take the place in front of the stage. Okay, first we would like to invite Professor Dr. Ing Adang Suhendra to give the certificate to the first speakers, to Dr. Ruddy Suhatril, SKom MSc. Okay, please give a round of applause to our speakers. Okay, thank you. And of course, the souvenirs, please, Prof. Adang. Wow, it's like the wisuda, right?
And for the second speaker, Affa Alfiandy, the certificate will be given by Prof. Adang. And also the souvenir.
Okay, now for our moderator, Dr. Darmayantie, MMSI, to receive the certificate and souvenirs from Professor Dr. Lintang Yuniarbano Sari. And now please together to take the photo session. And we can take this moment by taking photos together. And please, maybe we have 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, thank you. Please be a round of applause once again to our speakers, moderators, and of course, thank you to the participants from this morning and of course sampai siang ini ya, ini kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen and UGTV viewers, and of course, now we have reached in the end of the today's international seminar, Innovative Artificial Intelligence or AI-based solution for industry. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to apologize for any shortcomings during the events, and hopefully we could deliver better in the future. And of course, all guest participant, official staff members from Gunadarma and students.
Please allow us to convey our goodbye in a rhyme. Travel to Java, pass through Medan. Don't forget to buy lemper.
We are saying goodbye and see you later. I am Guntur Saputra and my partner.
And I'm Tristi, Nichtanti, and the whole team are signing out. See you again in our next event. Good day. Thank you so much.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.